another series of the Amateur Dota 2 Contender League season number 30. We're here in week number 4. We have a replay cast of a 2-game series between Fellowship of the Ping and Seoul Invictus. I am joined today by a player from another team. Fred, do you want to say hi and introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Fred. I'm the position 5 on TBD. Currently the, I think, 3rd place team in the league right now.
I guess as of now, but as of yesterday, you were tied for first, right? As of yesterday, yeah. Well, let's pretend like we're on Thursday and like.
Yeah. Best in the league right now.
There we go, best in the league. Oh, are you in the? Oh, I guess I can touch it a little bit. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is week number 4. So this game already happened. We don't have a delay this time because it's not live, but we'll just kind of synchronize our stuff and pretend like we don't know what's going on. So these two teams, I guess we can just start it and then talk about it while we go. So are you ready to hit play on your side too?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Oh wait. Oh no, it's doing the thing. Oh god. Okay. Wait a second. Because the audio is doing weird stuff. Okay. I need to make sure this thing is. I don't think my Dota is doing the right thing again. Wait a second. Speakers. Okay, here we go. Wait, on 3. 1, 2, 3. There. Is it?
Dire team's turn to ban.
Good. Okay, audio's working. Cool. Okay, here we go. Game number 1. Seoul Invictus versus Fellowship of the Ping. Oh yeah, do you want to mute that? I think that's why. I think that's what happened.
Turn to pick.
Yeah. Okay. So as of when they were playing this game, we had 3 teams tied for first place in the league. We had Seoul Invictus, we had To Be Decided, and Green Reavers. So on Thursday, Green Reavers and TBD, they played each other. They went 1-1. And Seoul Invictus was also tied for number 1, and they're playing Fellowship of the Ping, who is about in the middle of the league at this point. So yeah, that's where we're at. If we were pretending like we're on Thursday and I didn't know exactly what's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
Which of course I do.
First two bans come out pretty quickly. Not much surprising. Wraith King is probably one of the best carries this patch. It hits hard and has 2 lives, and it has a stun. That's about all you need. As far as the other bans go, Slardar is good, but I don't think it's as good as it was last patch. And then Ursa's. How do you feel about Ursa?
Ursa, I've seen. Well, I wouldn't have said he's like that good, but I've seen him play very effectively, especially in the series, in the TBD and Grid Reaver series. They had some pretty wicked combos just with the stun, with the slow, and if you pair it up with someone with another slow or a stun, he could get a lot of damage out there. Pretty hard to deal with when you're up against another melee hero. It can be pretty obnoxious.
Yeah, and they did pick Clockwork, and Ursa's pretty good counter, can hop out of cogs and stuff.
Yeah, I think Ursa's pretty good against like Underlord and certain heroes they're very tanky, but they need to be up in your face, and then Ursa can just build up all those stacks. Gets pretty rough. Yeah, and Snapfire definitely goes well with Ursa. I have no idea. I'm not sure about either team and their favorite picks, because you never know. Some of these early bans might be respect bans just for stuff that they know the other team favors. Yeah. But these first picks are a bit different. I mean, Jakiro is totally normal. See that very commonly picked in the first round. Very strong laner. Very good abilities overall. Has the pushing ability. Has the dot slow ability. Has the giant stun ice path ability, and the giant AOE ult ability. So just really good to have as a support in general. Not really an easy way to just counter him always. Usually a pretty safe first pick there. Trion's a little different. He is very good, at least in early game. I feel like he hits like a truck. He's like 90 base damage or something, right?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And he's personally, I like him as a pause 5 more than a pause 4. You can just bully the lane out, but it is completely
10
dependent
seconds
on
remaining.
the lane. If you have a good lane partner, you can
5
easily
seconds remaining.
secure free farm and just bully the off lane out
Dire
on your
team's
own.
turn to ban.
Once you get level 2 or 3.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Does Tidehunter have weird shadows on his head, or is that just me? Is it like shadows
Um,
coming from something that doesn't exist? I'm confused.
Yes. I
Is
have
it like
no idea what that is.
maybe it's like they think Treant's bigger to his left, and then like Treant's casting it? No, that doesn't make sense. Whatever.
10
That's
seconds
just
remaining.
Dota glitches. Whatever.
It's still a beta game.
5 seconds
Forever a
remaining.
beta. Well, Tide is their second pickup. We've got two extremely
Dire team
beefy
ban.
strength heroes. Tide, most likely the classic offlaner, should do very well up against most heroes. He's just tanky. He's got Anchor Smash. He's got Kraken Shell. He's got the Giant Ult.
Radiant team ban.
I don't know if they'll pair him up with Treants. Probably not. I mean, that'd be two melee strength heroes, I guess, which could be annoying to deal with. But I don't know. I don't know. Treant might be better used in the safe lane.
Yeah, and then FOTP coming out with the Jug
10
and
seconds
Monkey King
remaining.
bans, mostly just counter
5
anything
seconds
that does
remaining.
physical damage going well with Slardar. Yeah, Monkey King right now is at a good spot. You just get Ags and basically anything else you want, and you can run around. Ags being great because it's both. It's
Dire
a
team's
hybrid
turn to
item.
ban.
It's both a fighting and a farming item, so you don't have to hide in the jungle like some other carries have to.
Yeah. I know they nerfed it a little bit at some point where the little illusions from the Ags they don't. What do they change? They don't attack
10 seconds
something if he's
remaining.
not within a certain distance. They won't attack buildings or something. I don't remember.
5
I feel like they
seconds
changed something
remaining.
about it to make him less OP.
Let me see.
Whatever. But yeah, Monkey King's pretty awesome. Juggernaut's like almost always
Dire
banned
team's
because he's
turn to
like
pick.
the most straightforward of carries to pick and very safe. He's really fun. No big deal with him. Banning out the Void, the PA, and the CK. So yeah, all very strong carries. CK more along the lines of ratting. You get
10
the quick
seconds
ags. You
remaining.
get some really annoyance going on. I guess they have Slardar, so Stardar's
5
probably
seconds
their
remaining.
offlaner. So CK
Yep.
would have had to. Oh wait, but that's the other side. I'm all backwards. Yeah, CK is annoying to deal with for sure. Unless you have an easy way
Yeah.
to deal with the bajillion illusions once he picks up that axe. If he's
Yep,
goes that
and
way.
also I think Shakira right now is probably a top tier support, but still can't deal with any carry that jumps on him, and that's I mean that's what all three of those, the CK,
Radiant team's
Faceless,
turn
and PA can all just jump on Shakiro, take him out of the fight, and then you don't get the benefit from Macro Pyre. You don't get benefit from his shard, which is probably one of the best shards in the game right now.
I love it. It's so they're like liquid fire is not enough. Let's give him a liquid frost too.
10
Let's give him
seconds
something even
remaining.
cooler that does max health damage.
Yeah, 12% max
5
health.
seconds remaining.
Works
Ridiculous.
on buildings. Only a 12-second cooldown.
I mean, come
Um,
on.
it
There's
is-
even more pushing power, even more crazy sauce.
Yeah, you
That
just
was
go
great.
you go one item and then go shard, and you're good for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I wonder how many more since they took out like 3 of the heroes that have the easiest abilities to close gaps. Let's see what Fellowship can bring out to possibly get in the back lines on top of Jakiro.
The Wind Ranger pick is interesting. My my team TBD at least we don't really rate it that highly. It's all right, but it just doesn't excel. It can be either mid or 4, but I don't think it really does anything great in the game to actually make it worth picking.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like whenever I see Wind Ranger picked up, it goes like the same kind of way.
Dire team's turn.
If she might do well in the early game, she might be able to get those pickoffs. But once you get to mid game, once the other team decides to kind of stick together, then she can't really do much. She just has to be evasive, and if she doesn't have time to like go and focus fire one person down, Or even if she does, then she's kind of done and she can't do much more after that. So she can't really do much in a
10
big team
seconds
fight.
remaining.
She just has to just stay out of everyone's way. I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lena's
uh,
going to be tough for that for sure.
Yeah, I think Lena's a great pick. If you pair Lena with any offlane that has a stun, that becomes a very deadly lane. And then in the game, Lena 4 has so many options. Usually you go Aetherlands, Yules, but picking up both the Ags and the Shard is worth it. It's a good 4-staff carrier. Has a lot of burst damage, which is it sort of fills out everything you want from a 4.
Do you think Soul is still leaving it open to be a bit more ambiguous? Possibly Alina mid? Because I know Wind Ranger could be mid, and Lena could also be mid and do just fine against Wind Ranger.
Yeah, I think the Lena flex pick is much better than the Wind Ranger flex pick right now, because Lena just does more in the game, and has the ability to do more. So.
Okay, Troll pickup as their carry.
10
Okay.
seconds remaining.
Well, that. I guess there's not too many. There's not too many
5
great
seconds
carries to pick
remaining.
from. This one's not going to have the ability to go in the back lines, take out Shakiro. Definitely very easy to kite around a troll, but I guess the whirling axis should help against Slardar coming in with the bashes. It'll at least make that happen less often. Yeah, it's gonna be bad once they pick up their Yules. They're gonna just kite him to death. It's not gonna be very fun.
Between those first 3 picks, they have enough kite that if Troll's going to have to go BKB
10
here,
seconds remaining.
rather early, or his ult's just going to be absolutely useless.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for
Dire
like
team ban.
never mind. I was gonna say Lifestealer, but everyone hates Lifestealer these days. You can't really pick him, so never mind.
Yeah. I think the Clinks is a pretty good pick. It's still quite strong. You get the Shard, which
10
spawns the
seconds
2
remaining.
skeletons out of Skeleton Walk.
5
And
seconds left.
it's a
Don't
pretty
lose
good
out.
counter to Troll. You can just turn invisible and run away. He can't really do anything. His Skeleton Walk isn't dispellable, so even if Troll does get Ags, it won't really help. It'll help against
Radiant team ban.
like Jakiro spells and Corrosive Haste from Slardar, but there isn't a lot of good stuff to dispel with the ranged axes.
I definitely was a bit bummed with when Clinks, like with several other Shard upgrades, they just took
10
one of his
seconds
either old
remaining.
abilities or existing abilities and they made it a Shard. So now they took the
5
whole
seconds
2
remaining.
skeletons spawning and made it a Shard, even though that used to be a talent tree, the 1 skeleton, and then
team's
before
turn to
that it
ban.
used to be like a guaranteed thing. So
Yes.
that kind of I hate it when I didn't like it that they did that for some abilities.
Ice Frog is just taking like 4 different things from Clinks and just shifting it around, and has done for like the past year or so. I think he's
10
now in a
seconds
pretty
remaining.
good place, and we'll probably not see any major
5 seconds
skill
remaining.
reworks or shifts for the near future, but
Radiant team
We'll see.
pick.
Is the normal Scepter build still the
no, you don't go Scepter anymore. You go back to just right clicking, getting your Deso or an Orchid.
Is Scepter the burning army thing again, like that, the old school one?
Yeah, where it spawns like 5 skeletons.
Okay,
in a
that's
line.
like not worth it at all.
Yeah, it doesn't do as much damage as it used
5
to.
seconds remaining.
But yeah, so the most popular builds right now, you get.
And I guess BKB's not super important in this. Just I know Cycle Shot can technically do it, and Ravage and Root, but
Dire team's turn to pick.
I don't think BKB will be as important for that. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, Fellowship banned out 2 more carries. Maybe they were expecting a Clinks mid, and so they were like, "Let's be ultra sure they're not going another carry afterward."
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
So Zeus pick up as the final.
5 seconds remaining.
And if you are talking, I cannot hear you, by the way. You may have muted yourself, or maybe you're not talking. So So Zeus is Souls mid. So that'll do okay, assuming Fellowship is going Wind Ranger mid instead of Wind Ranger. No, never mind. They're probably still waiting on their thing as well. On their mid as well. Okay, well now it says Fred is talking, but I hear nothing. Let me see. Now it says he's making a lot of
Choose your
noise
hero.
that I cannot hear any of. Excuse me a moment while I figure out what in the world the sound is doing. Okay, well my audio is set up correctly, but Fred seems to have dropped off, unfortunately. Well, Fellowship picks up Bristle as their final pickup, which this is flipping everything over on its head. Now I have no idea what's going on because Bristle's usually an offlaner. So yeah, this is weird. Oh, I heard something from Fred. I heard something.
I think I'm back.
There, I hear you now. That's good.
All right. I don't know what happened there. But my internet's been a little twitchy today, so I probably just dropped for a second.
Twitchy. Cool. Well, we're all here, and now we're all back, and we have quite the variety of skins to show off, including the best Wind Ranger skin.
Yeah, I do really like that Wind Ranger Immortal. I think it was a great addition to the Battle Pass. I think my favorite here though is probably the Bristleback skin. I have that's I think from a Trove maybe last TI.
I have not seen that Bristleback skin before. The one, it's like a gladiator Bristleback. That is totally not I've never seen that before. It's like a Mars Bristleback.
Exactly.
You could have the ability draft and get the rear Bristleback and then the front end Bulwark, and then that'd be really funny.
That would be hilarious.
Oh gosh.
Once we actually get in the game, I'm gonna try to sync up again with you.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I got off.
I'll hit pause once we get in, and I can see a timer.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Where is the pause button? Okay, I have paused, and it says 1:22.
Okay,
it says 1:23 with the moon at the top.
Okay, I am at 1:23.
Okay, here we go. Then 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Okay.
That should be good enough.
Prepare for battle.
Switch to free camera, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Okay. So what are your predictions? I always like to predict. I already know what's going to happen. But if you didn't know what was going to happen, then what would your predictions be?
I do not like carry Bristleback. Because this is a carry Bristleback because Tim is their carry player, and Urk is their offlane. I don't think it does enough in the game.
This is like the weirdest. This is the weirdest lineups. I can't tell what's going on here.
And then it's a mid troll, which should do fine against a Zeus. It doesn't get bullied out by Zeus at all. So it'll sort of troll get his farm. He'll bounce back and forth between jungle and lane, especially as Zeus gets closer to 6. He did start with a stick, which is good. But yeah, the carry Bristleback played in the off lane. And then
that's definitely something you don't see every day.
Yeah, I think it would have. I think there was better last picks to play in the safe lane. I don't think Bristleback was the right choice.
They're trying to go on Tide. They got the stun. They got Slithering Crush up. There we go. And a few more hits. And Urk should probably be going down. There we go. First blood drawn.
Did steal the last hit.
Oh no, and JoJo doesn't have Wind Run, just has Power Shot. Light Striker Ray does not land. JoJo's like trying to juke with the Roshan, but nope. That was good. That's a good attempt. You do what you can.
Yeah, you always should try to play around that vision around the Rosh Pit. I have seen times where people get absolutely juked because of that.
Yeah, it's like so weird how it just flips in and outward. They did it on purpose, so you can't
Yeah.
You can't see in, you can't see out. Well, cool. Let's just go around. I call out who's playing where at the moment. So at top we've got Jojo Elephant on the Wind Ranger, helping out Urk on the Tide, the carry or the. What is this, like a pause 3 Tide? What do I even call this?
Yeah. It is a pause 3 Tide.
Pause
They
3
just
Tide in
swap
the safe
lanes.
lane. There we go. Playing up against Goat Satan on Slardar, supported by KJP on that Lena. They should not have any problem in this lane. I don't think.
No. There's definitely kill potential from the Slaughter Lena,
For sure. For sure.
but yeah.
We've already got Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash on the Tide, so I'm not expecting like an actual kill for quite, unless this is already low. I wouldn't think. At mid, we've got Nomad on that Zeus, facing off up against Red Seal on the Troll. Hoping for a Lucky Bash. Nope, no Lucky Bash there.
Yeah, Zeus does have to be careful in this lane, as Troll gets a couple levels in his whirling axes, because if Zeus steps up a little bit too far, it can be a pretty easy kill for Troll.
Yeah, Troll's doing pretty well when it comes to last hits. I know Zeus typically needs to rely on just having mana to be able to get the last hits, but taking so much damage. Okay.
Should be fine, yeah.
Has the bottle flying out though, so that should be okay. And Troll's going for Phase Boots. Already building up some sick charges. Oh, Red Seal with some more hits. Nope, Nomad's okay. Bottle's coming out, Nomad. Just be careful there. Be careful. Be very careful. There's not a ward. Well, there's a ward, but not Troll's ward. So
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, so at bottom we've got Kaiser Sose on the Treant, supporting our carry Tim the Enchanter on the Bristleback, which is really fun. Pulling the whole wave, playing up against Talus on the Jakiro, supporting whoever that is. Wooba on the Clinks. I don't know who's gonna get. I don't know what's gonna happen. These lanes are all. This is all really weird lanes.
Yeah, there shouldn't really be anything happening, especially in these early levels. Clinks and Jakiro don't really have enough damage to threaten a Bristleback or a Treant unless they just step out of position. And I don't think, like what I was talking about earlier, Treant can really dominate the lane if he has the right lane partner. I don't think Bristleback is the right lane partner.
Yeah, they gotta have someone else that can like apply a slow or another stun. It can't just be Treant with Nature's Grasp.
Yeah.
That's just not enough. Not enough.
Yeah,
Okay,
right
mid
now.
Red Seal's trying. Red Seal, whirling axes. Lucky Bash. One more hit. Oh, pops the Fairy Fire. Nomad survives. Red Seal's pretty low. Does Nomad want to go back in? Nope. Has no more regen. And Red Seal's getting a DD rune at top.
Ooh, that is quite huge to deny that first bottle refill for mid.
That would have been huge because he has no regen now. He's sticking around though. He's sticking around. And Red Seal's got the nice Treant, friendly little trees on him to heal up a bit.
Yeah, Red Seal does now have level 3 whirling axes, which do 150 damage each.
Oof.
So he does have kill threat on Nomad.
Oh no.
But doesn't.
Okay, Wind Ranger died somehow.
Wind Ranger just stepped a little bit too far forward, got Slithering crushed, and then light striked away.
They do have a lot of bash potential.
Same thing that's happening to
Oh
Urki.
no!
It's just.
And then Bristle dies at bottom too. Just the crazy. Oh, and Clinks. I'm just totally all over the place. So Clinks and Bristle died. That's both pause ones, since the pause ones are in the same lane.
Yeah, Bristle died first. I'm going to guess just got a lot of return damage on Clinks, so Treant can just come up and just hit him once. Urk is super low top. The only reason they haven't been able to kill him thus far is Kraken Shell.
Yep.
Those stuns just not being able to take as much as a hold as any other offlane, I think. If it was any other melee offlane, he would have been dead at least once by now.
He just got solved back up, so now he should be able to get some more farm back in lane.
Yeah, so one thing I really like to see from supports, especially in this bracket.
Oh
as
no, people
Wubba
keep
dies
dying.
bottom,
He was perfectly fine
Uh,
before. What just happened? Okay. Booba
he
dies.
he got leech seeded and Nature's Grasp just got super slow.
Oh, Red
Tim
Seal's
did
going
get-
into mid with the ult. Oh, and he kills off Nomad, but is it going to be enough? Does the Treant... Yep. The Treant armor protects him from dying
And then
finally.
top, they're diving Urk,
Ah!
don't get him, but they do get JoJo.
Nice
under the
blocks by
tower.
JoJo, stopping him from going after Urk. Support life.
Yeah, just fighting in every single lane, a little bit more than I thought there would be, at
That
least
was
for bottom.
pretty crazy risky by Red Seal, like popping the ult and I think Zeus popped his ult while Red Seal's ult was still going on, and so it didn't quite kill him. And then the tower shots weren't enough because of the Treant armor. That was
Treant
quite
armor,
close.
I think is great in this game because you slap it on Troll and he doesn't have to worry as much in his during his ult. You put it on Bristleback and he can dive just about anything. So it's really good. And then also, of course, heals towers. It's just a little hard. Normally, when I play Treant, I am out of mana constantly. But it looks like they're just not able to pressure as much bottom. Bristleback did get an early point in Nasal Goo, which I think was the correct choice. And is normally the correct choice, just because it gives you a little bit more threat on the kills if somebody steps up too far.
You're definitely
Nomad
helpful because
going after
you'll
Red
get a
Seal
couple of
into
them
the
from
triangle.
the Nature's Grasp. You'll have enough time to get a few of the goos off.
Yeah. I have no idea why Nomad is in the triangle. But he's just getting chased down by Red Seal. Should die here.
Oh, Pro Jukes.
Oh.
Oh, no, they stopped.
No.
One more hit.
Yeah, good walkover by Strian.
I'm not sure what that was.
Just to secure that.
Was he hoping that they hadn't taken their bounty rune or something? Or do
Maybe, but
you want to
even
suicide
walked,
to a creep?
He walked all the way over to the hard camp where Troll was farming.
Look at that.
So it wasn't
Courier
just checking the
got
room.
killed.
Okay.
Uh,
They don't have vision or anything. They were just
yeah, no,
something. Okay.
odd move. Wubba's courier gets killed. This is a ward that you always have to look out for when you're against a Treant.
Oh no, they're not
because-
gonna. They spotted it out, but the creeps got the kill. So that means nobody gets
Creeps
the
get-
money.
No,
Or-
the money still goes to whoever bought the obs or the
Oh,
sentry.
Good.
But nobody got the experience. I don't think Wubba was in range for that.
Nomad rotated bottom for some odd reason. No way he's gonna be able to kill anyone.
Yeah, he does have ult up, so he's just giving up the mid so Lena can get a little more XP. It's the problem with that rotation is usually when a mid does that, it's to get kills, but you're either going to a lane with a Bristleback or a lane with a Tidehunter.
Ult popped. Urk pops the Ravage, catches that one. Sardar's kind of caught out, gets shackled out to the wall. Here comes
Great
Kyler
shackle.
Sose. Lots of slows. Goes Satan, pops Slither and Crush, gets two. Wow, he is so tanky. A little bit more. Ice Path catches out Urk. They could
Holy
not follow up.
crap. That was a crazy escape.
It was a huge commitment. That was. I thought that was pretty smart by Fellowship. Like it could have been worth it. Because
Yeah,
they did all
it
they
should have
could.
been a kill.
Oh,
That is the downside of maxing out living armor first. Is you don't get. It's only a 25% move slow on the Nature's Grasp. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and also he doesn't have a Orb of Corrosion or Orb of Venom,
Radiant's bottom tower is
so
under attack.
isn't getting that extra slow. I think that's a mistake. Not getting Orb of Venom. It does so much, and you're already. Your right clicks already do so much damage, so being able to get an extra 1 or 2 off every time you
Red
commit
Seal
for
going on
somebody
Nomad.
is-
Nomad pops a TP. Any lucky bashes? No, come on. He hit Zeus like 4 or 5 times, and there were no roots. Come on.
It's 14% chance there.
Okay, I guess that does add up. That balances out.
Yeah. But Go Satan going on Urk up top again, diving under tier 1.
Black Curse
but
of Haze.
decides to back out.
But it'll not last very long. And JoJo's here with the backup. So Tide is going for that Vlad's. Makes total sense. Helps him and Bristleback. Anchor Smash, get all your life back. Oh, here's the courier. Can they spot it out? Yep, there we go. Use the bash on the courier.
That is the tome, so
Ooh.
JoJo will have to wait a little while longer before she gets 6. And she's only 30 gold away from her javelin, so actually that is, it does kind of hurt.
Is that a good call to get javelin on? Like it seems like she's going more of a supportive kind of Wind Ranger, but
yeah,
you still get javelin anyway.
As support Wind Ranger, you do usually just get a javelin. And then go, Force Staff or any other support items, just so your ult is actually doing something in a fight. You have solo kill threat once you do get that javelin.
I guess that's true. You can at least take out one person.
Yeah, and with Zeus being the mid, pretty squishy. She can kill either the supports or Zeus. If Klinks isn't paying attention or doesn't have skeleton walk up, which it's a pretty long cooldown. It's like minimum 17 seconds.
They spotted out Wind Ranger at top. They took down the tier 1 and they're like, we know you're there. Ice Path lands perfectly. JoJo has the living armor on top, but one more Dragon Slave takes care of business.
But they do distract long enough for Bristleback and Shrine Protector to get the tower bottom. So it's just safe lane tower for safe lane tower.
And Red Seal was trying to gonna take up mid tower, but Klinks was there to ward him off. Oh, so Troll got the Morbid Masters for kicks, but going for Battle Fury next. Here comes Nomad on the side. Nomad, you're probably gonna get caught out. Nomad, don't do it. Don't do it, Nomad. Ice Path connects, very nice.
Great Ice Path.
Instant TP out.
TP out.
Macropire, you're not going up there.
Yeah, that's another thing that I love about Shakiro. The ult is on a 60-second cooldown.
Yeah.
If the enemy team is pushing into your tower, just throw it down. There's a big stack in your jungle, and your carry isn't nearby. Just throw it down. It doesn't matter if they yell at you for it. You get gold.
And I'm so glad they gave it the dot after you leave it for like the 2-second dot after you walk out of it. That was very helpful. Well, unless did they take it back off, or is it still there?
It is still there, and I do like it. It's because there's other things in the game that are like it, like Underlord Firestorm is like the Warlock slow.
Zeus
as
gets
Nomad
caught out.
dies bottom.
They used Overgrowth to take out Zeus, but at top they're going after. Oh, blink! There we go. Blink on Goat Satan, able to blink out right before the quills.
And back bottom, Lena is alone.
Focus
and
fire
ulted by Wind Ranger
with javelin. Tackle shot does not land.
Wind Ranger does not have boots. And
No
Lena
boots.
has boots and windlace.
Level 1. Oh, and here comes Goat Satan and Macropire. Wind runs up, and now it's over.
Yeah.
Oh no, but it started off fast enough.
I do not like
Oh
javelin.
no! There we go.
Naked javelin first.
Nomad stealing the kill. Yeah, I'm not really sure if you're going like straight on support Wind Ranger. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. I think I would typically blink forward aggressively. Oh, so much damage on a Bristleback. Wow.
They're hitting them from the front. Wow, that's amazing.
So well played. Somehow Gozaitan is still alive. Red Seal has DD. Trying to go in aggressively, but he's all by himself. Lena pops.
Clips him with the
Lena
ranged
played.
axe, but it wasn't enough damage.
Red Seal is barely hanging on. Goat Satan was like super. Why do I keep saying Satan? Goat Satan blinked in very aggressively, but they got Tim. That was good.
Gold for me.
So how are they expecting this to play out? If I know like Tim is supposed to be carry Bristle, but it doesn't seem like he's really gonna get there. And Troll is going Battle Fury route, so he is kind of gonna have to go carry.
They're basically playing it as a 4 protect 1, while Red Seal becomes the true carry. You have 2 tanky frontliners in Urk and Tim, but I don't like it. You can't play 1v5 in this patch. You just, especially with a Troll who can get kited so easily, I don't see it working out.
It's gonna be quite some time before he gets anywhere close to a BKB. So he's going for that Battle Fury. Yeah.
And you really don't want to go BKB second item after Battle Fury. You want to get at least one more item in there.
Yeah, like a SNY or a Manto or a Basher or something.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
Ghost
think...
Satanic is cut out, but nope, okay. Red Seal's just trolling.
Could be worse.
They got 4 heroes mid though. They really want this tier 1 real bad. Blink forward, there we go, nice job. Silvering Crush. Overgrowth follow up, Troll pops the ult. They should be able to finish off. Ravage catches out 1, 2, 3 heroes. Clinks is like, I'm just gonna not come out of Invis because I'm terrified. Troll does go down, but also down goes Zeus. Laguna Blade to finish off WR. Jojo Elephant buys back immediately. Down goes Tie Hunter. Down goes Kaiser Sose. Ice Path connects perfectly on a Jojo, but she runs away.
Radiant have fortified
4 for
their
2.
structures.
I think that started out as a great fight for FOTP, but they should have stopped when they shouldn't have gone into River basically, because at that point all of Soul Invictus was TPing mid, and they have really good counter initiation between Light Striker Ray, Ice Path from
So
the
much
high
damage.
ground.
Yeah.
And they don't, their OBS does barely see it.
Oh no, Tim.
Radiant mid
Oh
high
no,
ground,
Tim. Oh gosh, got flanked by Goat Satan. Corrosive Haze.
He's going to survive a
Slowed
little
a
bit
bit.
longer because
Here's
they're
Jakiro.
hitting them from the back.
4v1.
There we go.
Poor Tim.
It's not the heat.
If you have the lockdown for Bristleback,
Yeah.
he can't do much this game. He did go first item Eternal Shroud, which is a great
it's not
item
bad.
on Bristleback.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to
Because
take
it
this
does give him
abuse.
obviously the magic
Dire's
resist
bottom
and
tower is under
magic
attack.
absorb, spell life steal,
There's no fortified their structures.
but he's getting shut down. He has no way to actually catch back up in this game unless there's magical stacks in the jungle that he can go
Dire's
cool
bottom
spray
tower
down,
needs
which
some
there
help.
aren't. So him and Tide are sort of just stuck as
Dire's
two
bottom
position
tower has
threes
fallen.
that are fighting for the same farm with a troll who has Battle Fury.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have
Oh.
to take
So
this
at this point in the game, you have to either get a really good
Radiant's top tower
team
has
fight
fallen.
on FOTP or
Nice shackle
Just
shot
hope
onto
Troll-
Macropart goes down onto Tim. Tim is kind of stuck there for forever. Focus fire onto Goat Satan. But Goat Satan has the chip vest, which means that's like the free blade mail neutral item. Oh, Ice Path lands on the 2. Laguna Blade clears out Kaiser Sose with the perfect Slithering Crush on the 2. Down goes Tim the Enchanter as well. Down goes Jojo Elephant. 3 heroes down in quick succession. And Soul is not feeling the pain of that at all. Goat Satan's a bit low, but everyone else is perfectly fine.
yeah. And Troll TPing down here, I think, is also a pretty big mistake. He can be pushing top right now. He can be pushing mid. Instead, he is sort of sitting here awkwardly,
Dire's bottom
getting a
tower
couple
is being
creeps,
chipped away.
but can't get to the secret shop to get his Battle Fury, and is afraid to sort of move anywhere else. So he
Might have been a
think-
bit of a miscommunication. Maybe he thought that the Tide would come down too with the Ravage, but it just didn't. Decided not to. It was over so quick. There wasn't
Yes,
any way they
it-
could come back
it
from
was.
that.
Tide is pretty close, relatively close to Blink. He's about 400 off, so
They
that
pinged him
that'll
out
be
though.
a big
They're
timing.
following him. Are they gonna go on him? Oh, miscommunication. There's the Yules. Perfectly followed by Life After Raid. There's the Ravage onto 3, but there's Nature's and Nature Gas Stars right there. And Tide does go down though. Not quite enough. Overgrowth catches onto 2 down. Go up. KJP is so close. KJP does go down, as does Nomad
You go. Trouble's over.
and Goat Satan. Not bad for follow-up kills.
Yeah,
catching him as they're
those
escaping.
were really good kills, and just for a Tide,
Generation.
pretty good. And right now, Wubba isn't in the best spot to like take advantage of this by split pushing anywhere else. So great kills into mid tower, which is always what you want to do, especially when you're down, is kills into objectives.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen Wubbo like playing very much. Kind of just hanging around the outskirts of things and farming a bit, but not really like picking anybody off or making like having a huge impact on anything at this point.
Yeah, it is hard for him because there is nobody on FOTP that he can solo kill. Wind Ranger might be the only one, but that's if she doesn't have Wind Run up.
You gotta have
Otherwise,
Orchid
she
for
can't
that.
really kill. He's going BKB second item though. I like it because you don't need, other than Deso, you don't really need another damage item on Clinks. You're going to be relying on your ult to get bonus damage, and then after that, you just have to survive and keep clicking.
Well, here we go. Soul's going on to Roche, all 5 heroes. Corrosive Haze makes it no big deal. Jojo
Jojo
fires
did
off
scout it
the
out,
power shot. They know, but whatever.
between Deso and Corrosive Haste takes Roche down so quickly, and they didn't even have Ravage up on FOTP, so there's no way they could really contest.
Yeah,
Tide does have
FOTP kind of
movement.
needs. They need Overgrowth and Ravage to have much of a chance
Yeah.
in any of this.
One thing I haven't really seen much of, that's a disappointment, is Treant hasn't been healing towers. He maxed out living armor, and I haven't seen many heals on towers. Like, he should be putting it on mid tower right now, and he's not.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a careful balance you have to make when you gotta save people versus heal the tower.
Yeah, it is sort of a hard decision, but it's 8 armor, which is, I think, better on the tower in most cases, especially when they're pushing, because it's going to be mostly Wubba on the Clinks just poking at the tower, and until one side initiates, you aren't going to have a use for living armor on a hero.
It's just so hard for them to. It's so hard for them to go into Wubba. Oh, here we go. So they're in Crush onto Red Seal. Red Seal's getting totally wrecked, but has time to pop the ult. Whoa, so much damage, taking out Goat Satan, healing back up so much. They're going to take out Nomad as well. Backup power is dropped down, doing quite a lot of damage, but focus fire onto KJP. KJP pops Fuels to survive a little bit longer, and does go down. Ravage connects onto 1, and they take out Clinks' first life.
Take out the Aegis, but that
They're all
was
here. Ice Path lands onto 3, very nice.
great.
Wubba
Ice
does go
Path
down.
still didn't
Wow.
matter.
FOT.
See
Oh,
if
and
he
there's a
gets
TP out right at the top of the hill, of the cliff. I mean, at
Great
the,
fight for FOTP though. I think Soul Invictus had a little bit of a positioning problem after Slardar got caught out. I think at that point you should just call off. You don't really have vision in their triangle, and you're completely split with Zeus in the river, 2 heroes in the triangle, and then Clinks somewhere in the bot lane.
Oh, Goat Satan's here again. Do they want to go out again? So they're gonna crush forward onto Tim. Ice Path does not connect. I guess they were trying to take out Red Seal before the ult popped off, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't quick enough.
I was getting a little bit healed up.
Go. Okay, nice extraction.
Treant does now have the Meteor Hammer, which is great. Part of the reason I love Tree is the split pushing, but this game is quite hard to do it because you have a Zeus and a Slaughter on the other team, a Clinks that's always invis, walking around. It's a lot harder to safely split push.
They're all around right here. Who's gonna go first? Nice shackle shot onto Jakiro. Focus fire is there, but there's the Yules to cancel it out. Ice Path is dropped. Talus does go down, but drops back, power drops everything down. Goes Jojo to all that damage over time. They're all kind of like flailing around, deciding what to do. Red Seal is like, let's go on Nomad, but here's Goat Satan to come off the backline with a double stun. Dragon's Link to follow. Red Seal does pop the ult.
He's getting body blocked by his own bristleback, but they still
And they
get
take
the
down
kill.
Goat Satan. Nomad's slow by so much that's going on. Laguna Blade, but KJP dies so quickly. Red Seal's almost dead. A little bit more. Can they do it? They cannot. Uwe goes down. Fellowship, they're coming out of nowhere. That's 2 huge team fights in a row.
Not much good's happening.
Yeah,
to Radiant's bottom tower.
the damage problems on the Clinks are starting to show now because there is nobody he can go on. Like, Troll has already 40 armor. Part of that is the living armor. Like, you can't go on the Tide or Bristle, and Wind Ranger can just escape. So
And then that wasn't even, there was no Ravage up at that time. That was 0 Ravage. That was just Overgrowth. The Nature's
Yeah.
Grasp was placed perfectly. That shackle shot on the Jakiro was was awesomely timed, and everything got kind of spread out. That Soul wasn't willing to go up on the high ground there, so they were kind of like
Radiant's top
walking
tower
around
is
figuring out what to
falling.
do, and it's a bit rough. They keep trying
Yeah,
to go
so-
up on Red Seal as well, but he's always had time to pop his ult before he dies, and then he regens back up to full practically.
Yeah, at this point, FOTP is sitting in a very good position. You have a troll with a Battle Fury.
That's
Both of your quote-unquote offlaners have caught up. So now it's really just about Soul Invictus getting pickoffs. They do have a good jump, good initiation, and good burst damage. So if they can string together a couple of pickoffs, especially if they get a core, I think they can bring it back and not let this lead get too out of control.
Oh, Kaiser's in this like perfect little niche spot between all the sentries. He can't walk out, but he can't walk in. It's gonna go on someone. There's Tim, so they're in Crush. Goat Satan's running away. We're gonna run forward by Jojo. Can he get the shackle shot? Not, and kind of gets interrupted. Shackle shot does not land, but doesn't get your grasp. There's so much slows. Ice Path lands perfectly. Southern Crush completely whiffs, but he gets out safely.
I don't know why Tree is here. I think Tree should be playing bottom, pushing out that lane to get the last tier 2 while his team sort of takes over the triangle and the bot jungle. I think they should be able to get some vision anywhere in the bottom jungle, take that outpost, take that tower, and then at that point they can sort of solidify their map advantage. But they aren't really doing that. They are playing in the triangle, which is good. You always want to, when you're ahead, you always want to be playing on the enemy's side of the map. But there isn't much to do up here. Roche is still down for at least another minute and a half.
Yep.
So they're playing well, just on the wrong side of the map.
Definitely seems to be a bit of confusion about which objective to take next. Maybe they just want to wait for the next Roche. Because I feel like pushing bottom would be the best idea. Take down the last tier 2.
Wubba was alone bottom. He was showing. I think they should have looked around a little bit more instead of going straight for the outpost. But I mean, it's the outpost. You want to get it, so it's not the end of the world.
Money, 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 money. Oh wait, or is it XP, XP, XP?
XP, yeah, at 10 minutes. So the good thing about this push now is this should take at least a minute, and by that time, 30 minutes will roll around and they can protect the outpost that they just took. And Soul Invictus don't have a tier 2, so they can't trade outposts.
And they have some nice
another
wards
good
up
thing.
there for some vision. Well, they put the ops ward on the lowered tower for some reason, which I don't really get.
That I have no idea. Tree right now should be using Meteor Hammer on tower.
Ooh, good point.
But
Good
he
point.
isn't. That is why you get Meteor Hammer, so you can split push and do damage to towers.
Well, they finished
Well,
off
that is
all the
here.
tier 2s, but now they're backing off of top. I guess they know that FOTP is probably coming around.
Yeah,
They didn't even try to push. Huh.
Jakiro does have the shard, which is again great.
Liquid Frost. Best thing ever. Because that one lowers movement speed and DOT. Pretty legit.
Yeah, so it does a total of 80 damage plus 10% max health as damage.
Okay, so what shards do we have? We have Slardar has a shard as well.
Oh, that's why they put it on the lower tower. The Sentry Ward doesn't actually get vision of it.
What? What?
So
Oh,
the
if
Sentry
you just
Ward,
place it down, then you don't...
yeah, because the
Aw.
vision radius you originally get when you put down a sentry is pretty tiny. It just barely gets the entire high ground
But
there.
they have Zeus. So can't Zeus just lightning bolt it? Come on, Zeus, just you can do it. Just lightning bolt right here. You got it. Nope.
That is some high level mind games, because I doubt Zeus will lightning bolt it, because they already put a sentry down, so it should be T-warded.
They're pretty clever. I'll have to try that one out later. That's a nice one.
I think FOTP moving top lane here is a great move. They see at least Jakiro. They see Lina and Slaughter under that undewarded odds ward. So this is the correct play. Treant is
they get the stun on Tim. Laguna Blade onto Tim's backside. Just because.
So Zeus got Veil. I don't like Veil on Zeus. I think it just sort of delays your Ags and your Aether Lens or whatever else you have to get after it. They do have a little bit. I would have preferred to see it either on Jakiro or Lina if they really wanted a Veil.
Yeah.
But it's not. It is not the same like force that we saw either in 727 or 726 where there was a Veil in almost every game if you had any magic damage.
Yeah, I feel like they changed it to be that like now every support will get it.
Dyer's
You, like the main
Yeah.
person ever. Oh, Shackle Shot on two perfectly landed and followed up by Ravage on every. That was a 5-person Ravage. Overgrowth to follow up.
That was Overgrowth.
BKB
and
popped by
Ravage
Red
were
Seal.
stacked a little bit, but
Talus goes down.
Now,
Goat Satan
they
goes
can't
down.
die here.
Buyback
They-
immediately by Talus.
they need to not dive here. Just focus on objectives. With 2 buybacks, I think you back up on everybody but
I
Tree.
strike Ray Laguna on a Tim. Tim is taking a good amount of damage. But no.
Tim went Kaya Sange. Talk about one of the worst items in the game.
What in the world? Okay.
Kaya Sange is garbage.
Well,
Like
let's see. Let's see. It adds up to what's the? Oh, there's no overall lifesteal number you can see. Well, technically it'll be like the 20% spell lifesteal from the shroud, plus 30% lifesteal spell lifesteal amp. That's something.
Yeah, so
Jojo Elephant gets
That's
Yules,
right, so
gets
like-
Ags, gets whatever Jojo.
26% spell lifesteal. So you're getting the 30% amp
Whoa.
doesn't mean much.
Wooba did some good damage out, but then gets caught out. Oh, Ice Path lands on the 2, including Roche. Wooba's doing so much
And
damage,
they're
takes out
hitting him
Tim.
from the front.
Oh, pops BKB, and Red Seal also goes down after the ult ends. And Roche is up in like at half HP. Now is as good a
gosh.
time as any.
With both all of the big ults down from FOTP, Soul Invictus see a great chance to fight. Wubba did pick up the Crystallis, which does boost his damage a lot. Now with the Death Pact, he does 350 damage a hit, plus the minus armor from Deso and the
So
crit
much.
crystals. This is the point where Clinks does start to become a threat.
Big
no matter
swings.
who you're facing.
We got like a 5k net worth swing now.
Dyer's middle tower just
Good,
went
because I feel like FOTP, like that, the big fight in the base, sure it was risky, but like they killed a lot of people. If they had been able to back off cleanly, then there wouldn't have been any problems. But
Yeah, and with those buybacks, it was who bought back? I can't remember.
I think Jakiro bought back, and
It was Jakiro and Slardar.
Yeah.
So not the biggest buybacks.
oh
but
no,
you don't
blink
want-
forward, Kaiser, no! Oh, he tried to blink forward for the overgrowth, but he got interrupted both times. He couldn't get it off. Shackle Shot is perfectly landed,
Dieback
but
on Treant.
poor Treant, and he has no buyback. Ravage hits onto 4 heroes. Oh my, or 5 heroes,
It's a great return dieback on the Slardar, but
and they finish
think-
off the first life of Clinks. Can they finish it off though? Because we still got a lot of people here. Ice Path to land. Ubo does pop the
great Ice
BKB though,
Path.
and he runs away. Oh no, Jakiro
just
gets Yules.
leave Talus here. Just leave Talus here.
They take out Tie Hunter.
Leave him here.
Talus sacrifice. Oh no, another Shackle Shot onto Nomad. Nomad, why are you still here? Don't pop the cheese. Don't pop. Oh no, Wooba's here. Wooba's here. Wooba's here. Finish off Tim. There goes Tim. Red Seal pops the ult. Finishing
And
off
the
Nomad.
BKB.
Nomad finishes off Jojo before he goes down. KJP. Wooba's here annoying you. Oh gosh, this could be endless kiting. Endless kiting.
They're just gonna kite, and Red Seal goes back to high ground. So, what Treant did there when he jumped in was, I think, completely wrong.
The attempt to
Troll-
overgrowth.
Yeah, Troll was coming up in about like 5 to 10 seconds when Treant was jumping in.
Oh.
Treant already had bought back, so what he needed to do was just put Nature's Grasp down, living armor the tower or one of his heroes, and just wait for Troll. You're not gonna without Troll. You are missing a big chunk of your damage, and jumping in like that is not gonna pay off most of the time.
I guess that one was definitely about the timing, because I feel like if he had gotten it, it would have been, it would have gotten everyone. It would have been kind of cool, but there wouldn't have been the follow-up damage, right? It would just
Yeah,
been,
would have
been awesome.
He waits the 10 seconds for Troll to get back. One of two things happens: Soul Invictus back up and don't get melee racks, or you still get that amazing overgrowth, except now you have the damage to follow up.
Cool.
So Soul Invictus, well back in this game. Clinks and Zeus surpassing the 2 offlaners on FOTP. Troll still highest net worth, about a little less than 3k above the Clinks.
Well, check out some of the items. How about item-wise? We've got some BKBs, we've got some Ags. Lena just finished up her Ags.
Lena Ags is great. It will help burst down Troll before he can ult. I think Lena Ags is probably one of the best in the game, especially as a support.
I personally hate Lena Ags so much because it costs so much money, and like it just makes your thingy pure, and like go through spell immunity. I never find it useful. Oh gosh, Nomad gets zooped upon. Drops the ult though, driving a little bit longer, but does go down. Overgrowth was committed though for that one hero.
Good smoke, but he does have buyback. And Talus and Wubba are split pushing bottom. But Talus TP's back. Wubba is still there. I think Wubba can do a lot of damage if he decides to stay. But
Tim is taking so much damage. He's like, I don't care. I got Eternal Shroud. Redsteel does pop BKB. He commits. He commits. That was a bit of an early.
He's pushing for tier 4. He does a lot of damage. 400 damage a hit. Living Armor is on Tree. Tree starts the TP back but cancels as Wubba backs out.
Well, they have Ravage. They have Ravage, but
35 seconds for overgrowth.
And Zeus is up in 15.
Zeus didn't have to buy back with it, which is huge. So
Ice Path connects.
Ice
Life
Path
Strike
on
Array. Blink forward with the Slithering Crush. Oh, they Yules him before he can Ravage. They Yules him a second time. Ice Path. There we go.
Ice Path.
And he does not commit Ravage. That was crazy.
As great as that double Yules is, it's still a tide, so they don't have the lockdown to actually keep him in there.
That was great. That was funny.
I watching the Yules. Always love it when there are multiple Yules. Zeus did get his shard, which
I was about to say. I was like, there's the heavenly jump thing. Up, Yules on the Tim.
I think
there's
it's hilarious.
There's Life Strike Array. So much damage on the Tim. There's the Ice Packets on the 2. Redsteel dropping crazy low. Pops BKB. Pop has to pop the ult or he's gonna die. There's the overgrowth. There's Yules. There's the Ravage text on the 3 heroes. Redsteel though. There's the Laguna Blade with the shard. You're taking so much damage. FTP is kind of trapped inside the base. Down goes Urk to the final Nimbus Cloud thingy. Kaiser's trying to just heal people where he can, but they're just way too far in. They can't do anything. Redsteel dies. Everyone dies. That's a team wipe.
That's
all
a
for
5
nothing.
for 1. Zeus did die and bought back there, but well worth it.
True.
Worth it. They do have buybacks on the cores of the FOTP, so there's not threat of ending. Troll immediately buys back.
That was big. Like those some good item timings. The Lena got the shards just right before that. That means the ult goes in the straight line, which is I think that's awesome. Lena shards is pretty cool.
Lena shard works so well with her Ags as well. I really like the heroes this patch that do have it. Shadow Demon's another one that sort of getting a shard helps the same ability that your Ag Scepter does, which means if you get both, it's just amazing.
They're going to end it. Oh, Tim, so much damage. BKB popped by Ghost Satan, and Tim just melts like crazy. Redsteel all alone. Has no ult. 5 seconds to the battle trance.
That's game.
They just oh no. Hugest turnaround ever. Oh my gosh, Tide's up and Treant's up, but no Ravage, no Overgrowth. What can they do?
Wubba's Diving Fountain gonna die here.
I mean they could, but oh, they don't even die.
Oh no, Wubba does not even die.
Okay,
Wow.
well, Soul finishes that one off.
That was
my
about
goodness.
a 10,000 net worth lead and 10,000 XP lead for FOTP. Great turnaround by Soul Invictus. I think they took advantage of the fights. Both teams had a little bit of positioning problems in some fights, but I think Soul just took advantage of the mistakes by FOTP a little bit more towards the end game. Maybe FOTP started getting a little cocky. Maybe
Yeah.
they stopped talking because they were like, we're ahead now. We're good. Let's just finish this. But great comeback.
Wow. Yep. Congrats to Soul for winning game number 1 of the 2-game series. Definitely all about that. There's only like 2 that they were. Fellowship was winning a lot of those fights, and just the last 2 big, humongous fights just turned everything around.
Yeah. I think.
And the graph show that.
I did not like Kaiser Soze on FOTP playing Treant Protector. I think he did not take as much of an advantage as he could, didn't split the map as much as he could. And so they could have picked a different support, done the same in the lane, but been able to actually do a little bit more in the game. So I don't really want to see them pick that up again, but yeah. Also the double off lanes, a little weird.
I definitely do wonder about the choice to the weird choices they had. The picks were just a bit weird.
And I want to know what their logic was. I mean, they obviously wanted to. I think they just wanted to out tank all of Soul Invictus's damage, which they did for a long time until Lena got the shard in the Ags, and then the BKBs didn't matter. All of their magic resistance didn't matter, and they got torn through. I think most of Lena's damage was probably in the last 15 minutes of the game.
Those key timing points. Yep. Okay, I'm pulling up the next one.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Let me get this up as well.
I will pause it at 15 seconds again.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm so sleepy today. I'm glad you're here to help fill it in. This would have been very hard by myself.
Let's see, I'm getting to 15 seconds. All right. Yeah, I don't do much casting because I feel like some of the games, especially like anything in Divine or above, I don't really have the knowledge to I feel that's good enough to justify that. But this, obviously being the league that I play in, these players that I've scrimmed against, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to know people, and it makes it a bit more. It feels like it's more. You're more connected with the people, and you get more out of it than just some random people that you don't really know.
Also,
and,
I love Talus. Talus is great.
You love Talus. Okay. Well, Talus is definitely watching the stream and commenting, so
yes,
they seem to be enjoying it too.
Soul Invictus is probably the team we've scrimmed against the most.
Okay.
Both to Talus's joy and dismay. It's
oh god.
But yeah, it's fun. But yeah, so I have the second game up.
Okay, cool.
Ready to go whenever you are.
Well, then let me flip it over on the stream. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Hey everyone, again, welcome to Amateur Dota 2 Contender League Season 30. We are here in week number 4 of a 2-game series between Fellowship of the Ping and Soul Invictus. We just finished the first game. Soul Invictus pulled off the win there. It was pretty wild. It went all the way till the end. Just came down to like 2 team fights at the very end with no buybacks left, and Soul was able to just carry it through all the way to the end. So let's see what they decide to change up in this game, hoping to see some different set of heroes
Dire
drafted
team's turn to
on both sides. Keep things interesting. And I'm joined by Fred, of course, just like the last game.
Whoa. Yeah, another thing I did notice when I was looking at the teams before the game is FOTP does have just a lower
10
average
seconds remaining.
of players. They have 3 Archons,
5 seconds remaining.
1 Crusader, and 1 Legend, compared to the 3 Legends and 2 Ancients of Soul Invictus.
Oh, I thought the caps were different. I thought like Contender League cap, you had to be below Ancient.
Yeah, most the preseason cap is below Ancient, but you can climb
Radiant
if
team banned.
like the cap isn't there to stop you from playing ranked once the season starts. But if there is a player that seems a little suspicious,
Dire
like
team's
they're
turned
Legend,
bad.
but then during the season they climb back to Ancient 5 or something, that's not allowed and would probably be get called out. But like
Radiant
Ancient
team's
1
turn
is
to ban.
allowed.
Got
And
it.
maybe
Got
Ancient
it.
2
Got it.
depending on.
That
Radiant
makes
team's
sense.
turn to ban.
But so first bans, FOTP doesn't want to play against a starter. I think it probably did a little too much.
These are coming out so fast. These picks and bans. They're blowing through.
Wraith King banned
10
again,
seconds
I
left.
believe.
Decide
Yeah, the same first 4 bans by Soul, I think.
Dire
Wraith
team
King,
banned.
Mirana, CK, and Void. That's what I remember from
Yeah.
last game. Yeah.
And then PA, what's the next one here? So they aren't really. Doesn't look like they're really scared of anything from that FOTP pulled out last game. Just
Huh. I thought their troll was pretty good, so I mean, I wouldn't be
10
surprised if they
seconds
banned the troll.
remaining.
Seemed like Red Seal had like the most impact as far as
5 seconds remaining.
being able to kill people finally.
Dire
yeah,
team's turn
I
to
think Troll was good, but it can be, and there is the Troll ban as opposed to a PA. I think it can be achieved with a lot of other carries. What Troll did of getting Battle Fury catching up and then
10 seconds remaining.
BKB and a damage or utility item. But it's
5 seconds remaining.
they take it out
Team's
just in
turn to
case.
We definitely have some different
Mars-
picks this time. We have Jakiro as the first pick, same as last time for Fellowship. And then a Clockwork, which we did not see last time, but Clockwork's very, very awesome in general to deal with utility-wise and the off lane. Could be in the safe lane, but typically
10
pretty good at
seconds
just roaming
remaining.
around. Always got to worry about him wandering around to mid.
5
Yeah, this is
seconds remaining.
probably
Dire
a
team's turn to pick.
I want to guess a 4 o'clock because JoJo does play it a lot. It's his 5th most played hero. So it's probably going to be a 4 o'clock and a 5 Chikiro, but they might switch the lanes up, put clock safe, put clock off.
That could make sense. Makes sense.
Razor comes
10
out,
seconds
which
remaining.
I don't.
5
I haven't
seconds
seen
remaining.
Razor much at all.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
This patch. There's no Juggernaut or Life Stealer on the other side, so it's a little weird pick. I think Razor, especially right now, not very good and really only good as a reactionary pick to those unmobile melee carries or mids
Radiant
that he
team's
can
turn
just
to
static link.
Anti-mage.
And AM is not one of them.
Oh gosh.
I don't really understand the Razor pick, but
It could kind of combo technically with Cogs and
Yeah,
Ice Path.
Cogs.
Like technically you could do a little
10
bit of work
seconds
around that.
remaining.
yeah. So
But not
we'll see what they're
nothing
able to
huge,
do with
yeah.
it, because
5
maybe there's
seconds
something I'm just
remaining.
not thinking of.
But now this definitely means I do want to see a AM counterspell static link. I definitely want to see that.
Yeah,
And then I want Razor to have no idea it's happening and not realizing that his damage is being stolen. That would be really cool.
yeah. On the other side with Soul Invictus, the Shadow Demon pick I think is another top tier support. Just like Lena, like I mentioned last game, the Ags and Shard play hand in hand, and if you can make enough space for Shadow Demon, he becomes extremely powerful past the 30-minute mark once he has those 2 items. And they're both on his ult, so he can pump out a lot of initial damage for AM to just come in and clean up.
There's a lot of cool fun shards we could see. I know I like AM. AM shards are fun. I'm not sure how effective they are, but they look cool. AM shard and Ags. Spawning the illusions.
One of them is actually useful. The other one not so much. I just can't remember which one is which.
I think the shards one is the one that's the activates on counterspell, which is that one's definitely not as useful.
Yes, but the Ag Scepter, I have been told by multiple people who actually play carry, is very good. It gives an insane amount of vision, as well, and that's the big thing. It is the vision it gives. Has a big enough cast range where you don't have to be super close to cast it. So really good, especially if you're ahead in the game. If you're not so ahead in the game, it's not a regular pickup. I would say you still want to get your Manta, Basher, Scotty, Butterfly. But as soon as you have that extra space, I think it's a worth pickup.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
The Alchemist coming out on the other side, which means probably Razor mid, I would say, and then Alk safe lane.
Huh.
I don't think Alk is the best mid. I guess they could flex it if it is an all-right lane for Axe or Alchemist. But Razor doesn't do that well in a side lane. It sort of needs that extra, the levels and the early farm to sort of kick off and not fall behind immediately.
For sure. I guess they don't have last pick, so they'll get to pick where they'll go based upon that.
Yeah, and Sol Invictus, don't think either of these are mid. Of course, Viper could be off lane, but that sort of got nerfed last patch. And then Death Prophet. Death Prophet would have been a great pick. I don't know how you would put the lanes, but that gives them the sort of chaos in team fights and tower push.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. This is another weird lineup. I'm not sure what Fellowship is gonna go for. I mean, like they could just pair Razor with Clockwork and just go for some kind of Cogs Link combo, and then if Alchemist really isn't their mid either, then Alchemist Jakiro is fairly safe. Like you can get some farm there.
Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of good picks left, and they go Magnus. So that doesn't really say much for the lanes. Mag is either mid or off lane.
3 mids, let's do it. Let's have 3 mids. I like it.
Yeah, tri-lane mid, and then Clock goes safe, and then Shakiro go jungle or something. I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
So last pick up for Soul. They don't want to pick. I don't think they really want to pick a melee hero here, just because that will get that's bad into Razor or Mag.
How about a Storm, or a Quap, or a?
I like Storm a little bit more, but Quap does about the same thing.
I would always say Invoker, but nobody ever plays Invoker except last game when y'all played Invoker. I mean, no, wait, no, that was Grim Reavers played Invoker, and that was really fun.
Invoker's a fun hero, can't play it all.
Whoa.
They go Huskar.
Husk.
So
okay, I like that. I'm totally down for that.
It's a good pick into any of either Razor, Alchemist, or Magnus. So it's a pretty safe pick. It does. Huskar is a finicky hero, I think. You either can secure the lane, and as long as you don't die too many times, you'll delay long enough for AM to come online, and then you're fine. But if FOTP can find a way to punish Nomad, I think they can pull it out.
Yeah, it's definitely
and it looks like
against this exact lineup. It's definitely not ideal. I know it's totally ideal
10
when you don't
seconds
have much
remaining.
lockdown. Then Huskar will be perfectly fine.
5
But in this
seconds
case, they
remaining.
do have the potential to kind of immobilize him for
Yeah.
quite some time.
I think he needs to get it if he can get to his BKB plus 1 item, or plus 2 items, so like armlet, halberd, BKB, he'll be in a fine position. That is a lot. That's not an insignificant amount of items, but if he can make that, then I think Soul Invictus will take this out. Offlane Razor is what FOTP are going with. So
Okay.
yeah, probably going that clock Razor lane, trying to.
But it's like up against up against the AM
AM and
and
we'll I think it's probably Snap and Mara. So AM Shadow Demon.
oh, that's gonna be rough.
I don't think they're going to be able to do much, especially if Wubba plays this correctly. I don't think he ever gets caught. I don't think Wubba can die in this lane.
I assume Static Link goes through disruption. So if
Yeah,
okay, cool.
it should at least.
Well, who knows? Let's see. Maybe they'll pull something up. And
Oh, the
Snapfire plus
one-
Mars is a very scary combo.
The one
You
thing
can
I don't
do
know
what?
about, which is Huskar's Shard.
That's the one that applies to his
To his
first
inner
one.
fire, his Q. So
Yeah.
it does health regeneration reduction of 50%. For let's see how long it lasts for 4 seconds at level 4, and it also applies a slow, and that's on a 9-second cooldown. So and
It's not bad.
it is very good against Alchemist, if he can get it off before his ult. I'm not entirely sure
Ooh.
if it is dispellable,
Oh.
because
It does
now,
say dispellable, yes. So I would assume
Okay.
yes.
yeah, because now disarm is dispellable, so it makes sense that the
But what do they have to dispel? Does Alchemist Chemical Rage do a dispel?
yes, it does only
Oh,
a basic dispel.
Okay.
So I think that should work. That's why, like, if you get a spirit vessel, you have to be careful to apply it after he ults. Otherwise, it'll just get dispelled when he ults, and then you waste a charge. But overall, I favor FOTP or Soul Invictus's draft. I think, based off of the play of the first game, that they can stall without Nomad dying.
According to Nomad, it seems that Huskar's Shard does counter Alk really hard. So I'm guessing if you do it after Chemical Rage or whatever, then it just kind of screws with all that, which could be pretty awesome. You don't even need like an urn to deal with that, or Spirit Vessel, whatever.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. On the other side, we have a core Magnus, which won't be giving as much empower buff to Alchemist, which is all right, because Alchemist will just get his Radiance and go farm himself. So I think the weak link of FOTP is just the Razor. I think that this game is going to succeed or fail off of what Razor gets done in the lane, because Razor has a super hard time, especially from a position 3, to actually get farm on the map. He's going to be fighting a Magnus and an Alchemist, so he's going to have almost no space on his side, and then there's an AM farming on the other side. So I don't think he's going to get much in this game.
Gosh. Well, does not seem very promising at the moment, but they do have a lot of good early game that they might be able to extend into mid game, but late game wise, I'm not feeling it.
No,
At all.
I think
For fellowship, at least.
In the past 2 weeks, Urk does have 2 ranked matches on Razor. It looks like he went off lane. He went like Pipe and Shiva's BKB Ags. Not necessarily in that order, but and he won both of them. So it looks like it could work. And he has made it work, but not in this game.
We shall see. Maybe they have some cool strategy. Okay, everyone's back. Here we go.
Yeah, it looks like Shiva's Pipe is the core items that he usually gets. I'm excited to see.
Are you synced back where I am? Are you at? You're at 116, 115, 14.
Yep,
okay.
I'm all good.
Cool.
Right on it.
Ah, friendly tips already. So nice of them. Well, they're tipping each other, so that's not as big of a deal.
Gotta love flaming your own team.
Oh, that's a weird Shadow Demon skin. I have not seen that one before.
That is a newer one. That was in the Battle Pass this year, I believe.
Wow.
In I think one of the troves, or it's the troves.
Okay.
Whatever the extra treasures are.
Oh yeah, I always get the normal ones. I never go beyond the
30 seconds to battle.
the normal battle pass stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is weird though. It's I have it. I don't know what to quite think of it.
There's some ones I don't like. Like I don't like the Huskar one that's like where he's all cyber mech thing. Like he's got like saw blades and stuff. I'm not a fan of that one.
Yeah, I don't like that one. Let's see who has the best skin this game. Alk is completely vanilla skin.
And Wuba gets it. Did he get Blink? Yes, he got Blink. 24 damage stolen, but not end of the world.
Yeah, I think you have to go Blink first in this lane, just so you can escape from both Battery Assault and Link.
Makes sense. Oh, and Jojo got boots first. Speedy.
I think
Clock.
best skin in this game is Clockwork.
Okay, just because of the Immortal?
Yeah, and I mean I like his skin as well. They're honestly not too many good this game, especially compared to the last game.
Well,
which is a real shame.
At top, we've got Talus on the Shadow Demon supporting Wuba on the AM, who keeps getting static linked, but of course
5 damage.
Staying out of position. And Urk 20 is on that Razor, helped out by Jojo. Oh no! Jojo killing the courier with those boots. Aww.
Those things aren't cheap, you know.
Because he put that deep obs ward to find exactly that. Very smart.
That is quite the obs.
Up disruption on a Jojo, or next Jojo, but Talos is fine. At mid, Red Seal versus Nomad. I'm hoping Nomad kind of comes out and just goes wild, because, you know, get your stacks up. But Red Seal seems to know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, in this lane, it is Magnus favored for the first couple levels until Huskar gets probably level 4 or 5, and then it becomes a lot more dangerous for Magnus. But Magnus does have ways to kite out. If Huskar jumps on him, you can skewer him under tower. So Nomad does have to be a little bit careful of when he is going on Red Seal.
I've seen some really fun life breaks into skewers or into blinks into an entire team, and that's really funny when that happens.
Yeah, when my team picked the Huskar early on in the season, we got our mid was just flying all over the map.
That's probably the game I'm talking about. That one game that you lost with Huskar.
Yeah, it was.
That was hilarious. Urk's dropping kind of low, getting blocked a bit. Shadow Demon's here. Disruption's on cooldown though. But Urk is kind of like surrounded. Wuba's also kind of like getting warped around. Talus has Disruption. pops it, but does he have the
He
follow-up
doesn't-
damage?
Doesn't have any shadow poison,
Body
so
blocks.
he's not going to get a kill here.
Ah, so close. Not quite enough. And there's oh, Wooba blinks forward aggressively to try to cancel this out, but does not go in the right direction.
Misses.
Oh, now Wooba's getting blocked out by clock. Nice work, Jojo. Oh, but juked out again. That's okay.
So Nomad did get the D ward mid, which is great. A little bit of gold, a little bit of experience for him.
Oh, dewarded the.
Bot-
That's
yeah,
good.
dewarded red sealed robs. Yeah, it's not
That's nice.
the biggest deal. Neither of these mids, Magnus a little bit more, but neither of these
Oh
mids
no, Red
really
Seal's taking so
rely-
much burn damage. Is it going to be enough? 5 stacks. A little bit more.
He got his bottle
Oh,
just in
perfectly
time.
timed. Perfectly timed.
Wow.
Radiant's middle
All
tower
part
is
of the
under
plan.
this
There.
abuse?
Oh my goodness. All about those ticks. And he just walking back to base. He might as well. Up at
Is
mid,
Aim
they're
just
thinking
gonna
of
let his
something.
courier get
Dyer's
hit?
courier
Jojo takes out
Okay.
Wooba's courier a second time. and it's
They
walking
very
away.
much saw him there. So I don't know if
They're
Wooba
beating
just.
on Dyer's top tower.
It didn't even look like he tried to micro his courier at all.
It definitely seems like even though people have had their own couriers for like over a year now, it doesn't seem like people pay that much attention to them. When in like really easy situations, they just kind of let them
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
For my king.
Bottom's just there. I don't think there's much kill threat except for if Jakira steps forward, they could definitely kill him. Get a spear into Cookie.
Oh, they got a bottle on Goat Satan and just Goat Satan. Yeah. Huskar doesn't need a bottle,
Yeah.
of course.
I like the bottle on Mara. Sometimes you get Soul Ring. You need something for that early mana regen. And
Invictus rune on Nomad. Is he gonna do something? Red Seal does have a level of skewer, so you gotta be careful. Oh, this is gonna be so mean. 5-minute runes. He's just gonna like pick it up right before Red Seal. Oh, he's being such a jerk.
oh, he's
Such a
baiting
jerk.
them.
Such a
Wow.
jerk. But wow, Red Seal's
Although
doing a
he's
lot of
taking
damage.
A lot of damage.
There's Cosmic
Yeah.
Disruption. Oh jeez, Nomad's he's gonna survive. He's fine. And Skewer's not quite enough. And Jojo is gonna go down too. Down goes Jojo, and also Jakira goes down. Kaiser went down
Guys,
to
it's gonna say,
something.
to just solo snap. That was
Oh,
it.
just Fire Snap and Scatter Blast following into the jungle.
Yeah, this is the danger of Huskar. He has 2 braces already. He had, I think, at that point, 3 levels in Berserker's Blood.
Mad regen.
Which he was at, close to 10% health. So getting that, a lot of strength regen from that.
Oof. That was huge. That's like terrible when like you're so close to killing him and you just can't do it. You just need a little bit more burst damage. It's just not enough.
Red Seal's gonna die here mid. He has 9 stacks.
Oh,
he had the
God.
right idea. Huskar jumped on him, and he hesitated for too long before trying to skewer him, and then realized it was too late.
Oh, so he skewered after the jump.
Yeah, and that is the right play, but Nomad did jump in the red. They jumped on him in the river, so it was too far away from tower to actually reasonably be able to skewer him into tower.
Radiant's middle tower
So now he's
is
definitely
under
at the point
attack.
where you got to be scared of Nomad, where he's gonna do just fine through mid game. Of course he'll
Yeah,
fall
very
off,
much
but
so.
he's gonna be
They-
kind of unkillable for a while.
They have to rotate everybody but Alchemist at this point to kill Nomad, and that's a danger because then you're giving AM a little bit chance to recover. He's doing pretty well on last hits, but he'll get a couple of free waves. Mars will be able to bully the Alchemist a little bit more, and it's not even a
Radiant's middle
guaranteed
tower
kill
could use some help.
because Snap could come in and Cookie, the Huskar out, or Talus could come and disrupt somebody. So they needed to do something a little bit earlier. I think they should have rotated those supports mid at minute 4 or 5.
Well, Red Seal was definitely doing a great job up until that point. That Invis rune right by the bounty rune, that was pretty sick. little bit low. Whoa. Oh no, someone's Razor gets cogged in, gets Shadow Poison to death, but Wooba also goes down. Blink on cooldown.
Good. Worth trade.
For sure.
Getting AM off the map as much as possible means Huskar has to be dominant for even longer. Red Seal is going to bottle up a haste rune here.
Tim is now level 6, so should not have as big of a deal when it comes to dying. And has a soul rings. There we go. Now he's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Now he's just going to start working on the Radiance.
Mars
so
is
far,
getting close to.
get it up all right time.
Mars is almost level 6. That'll be nice. The Mars with Mortimer's Kisses. Oh, here comes rotation of Huskar to bottom. Who are they gonna kill? Oh, but the creeps are there to save the day. Oh no, but Tim's ult wore off. Chemical Rage is gone.
But they don't have enough catch for him. They only have the cookie, and they don't want to dive under tower. Jojo does rotate bottom. I think once Mars gets 6, I think they should go top and kill Razor.
Nomad survived by 3 heroes. But here's Fire Snap Cookie. Nope, just there, lands on the 1. Oh, it's perfect spear, hits on the 2, takes out 1, takes out the 3rd one. Kaiser's so close to going down. Dual Breath slowing down a lot. Scatter Blast to the face finishes it off. He took down the pause 2.
I didn't really think about that, but Huskar can just inner fire, and it pushes everybody else out of cogs.
Yeah.
So he has his own little barrier
It's so troll.
against the enemies. Especially since
survived a
Alchemist
while.
and Magnets are melee, they have to break through the cogs to actually get back to Huskar.
And he's got Armlet now, so let's see how much he can kite. Because the only dots they have at the moment are the dual breath. I mean, and technically, I guess you could argue the acid spray, but that's just like an area. Ooh, nobody wants to go back onto Tim. He's in there. They're committing. They're committing. Chemical Rage is about to. Oh, there we go. There's Mars ult. No mana for spear though. No and 3 TPs, 4 TPs. Ice Path RP used. They are totally. That was not a. Oh my gosh. Well, Tim went down.
So, yeah, 2 for 1, but that is a 4-person
Oh,
rotation.
hook shot
for
forward.
FOTE.
Connects onto Snap, but instant disruption. Talos is here. Everyone's here. No big deal. I'm guessing Mars might have misjudged the amount of mana he had left.
Yeah, that is the downside of Bottle. Great in lane when you're just casually sitting there. You know, you can go get a rune, but there are times where you like there, you just find yourself completely out of mana. He is going to blink next, though. I think is the right play. He could get Vlad's first, but in this game I like the blink better because it allows him to play with the Huskar. Huskar can jump in, Mars can follow, or the other way around. Huskar doesn't have to jump in alone, which is how he dies.
Until Snapfire gets like Ags, which she's definitely not going anytime soon.
Yeah.
Then you needed some kind of initiation.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to have Huskar be your only initiation.
Oh no, 4 heroes at bot. Poor Razor gets spear to the wall, gets inner fire, gets everything, and then there he's dead. Another little tiny miscommunication. There was a life break while there was a disruption, so it didn't really land. But whatever, who cares?
Yeah. There's 4 of them there. Razor wasn't getting out. It does look like Razor is going pipe first item, which is again all right. I just don't see Razor having much of an impact. So, like he's already so squishy. But we'll see. He sort of has to get.
Oh, Mortimer's Kisses are committed onto. Oh, just clear the way. Mortimer's Kisses to clear the big stack. They don't want Alchemist to get it.
That totally.
Oh, Red Seal's invis though. Red Seal's invis. Ice Path will follow. Shadow Demon does go down. Poor Talos.
Red Seal does get the kill. It's all right. But yeah, level 1 Mortimer Kisses for a big stack like that, especially if you're stealing it from Alchemist, is totally worth. Level 1 Snap ult is not a lot of damage, won't do much in team fights. Your other spells are much more value at that point.
And Alk is going for Battle Fury instead of Radiance, which is something.
I think he's worried. He's already died 2 times, so he doesn't want to sort of delay for a much harder item to get. Battle Fury is much more easy. It has smaller items to build up and the lower overall cost. He's already behind. Let's see where he is compared to the AM. The AM did go Mask of Madness first.
Oh, Jojo, here we go. Cogs out. For Mars is stuck in the ice path. Fire Step quickly perfectly placed to bring him right out of the cogs.
Nice.
Oh no, life break on a Jojo. Inner fire quickly to follow. Can they finish off Jojo? There's 3 stacks. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so, unless he hit him one more time. Oh, it was enough.
Great ward.
Very nicely done.
Yes, farm those cogs.
Poor cogs.
Average of 18 gold each.
Those cogs are just like, they're Huskar counters them and Fire Step quickly counters them.
Yeah.
Pretty rough. Poor Clock has like no money. Just tranquil
Clock is
boots
going-
and some raindrops.
Clock is going blink first.
Oh no,
which-
Spirit of the Wall. Magnus has skewers out, but gets pushed back by the perfectly placed arena. Oh no.
What an arena.
A little bit more damage. Do they have enough? Murmur's Kisses are committed. Huskar's trapped behind the scenes doing a lot of damage, but is it going to be enough? Nope. Jojo does go down though to the kisses. Huskar kind of caught in alone in the back lines,
Yep.
which is what does happen.
But yeah, I don't understand Clock going blink first here.
I don't understand that at all. That does not make sense to
understand
me.
Clock going blink in general.
I totally get like going push stick first. Like first staff is that's okay. If Ags is too much to ask for.
He really should be going to Spirit Vessel here, I think, against the Huskar.
Matriarch with prize.
And then maybe
Very
like a
needed,
Lotus Orb. But yeah, I don't understand that. You already have a positioning tool in your ult. You can get Ags even. Ags, Shiva's Guard. There's Heaven's Halberd. There's so many other things I would get before getting Blink.
Alka's getting
Just
kind of
overall.
close-ish to the Battle Fury. Only like 300 gold to go.
At 300 gold, AM is still well off. He's about a little over 2,000 away.
I think he went
So
for Mask of Madness first for some really fun reason.
I don't know if Mask is as good as it was last patch, where almost everybody was getting it. But it's still a farm accelerant. You farm faster with it. You have the lifesteal. You can break it down into Satanic Butterfly later. So it's an alright item, especially if you think you have the space to get Battle Fury after, which he did. He had a pretty easy lane. He's second in net worth, only to the Alchemist, which is an Alchemist. So I think it was an alright pickup here. Allows him to fight a little bit more.
Is
as
there
well.
some other reason besides just farming to get a mask? Because I always thought it made no sense. Because he needs the ability to blink out at the oh gosh, Clock. Jojo gets caught out. Mortimer's Kisses flying from everywhere the arena. Mars is able to get out of there in time, but Mars does eventually go down. Finally to Red Seal, but 3 heroes have died in return. 2 of them cores.
Yeah, so Mass for AM, yes, he doesn't want to be silenced because he needs to blink. But most of its use comes from being able to farm faster. In fights, you aren't going to be using it much. You aren't going to be using it to get that attack speed bonus when you're clicking people, unless you're chasing somebody and you're really not at risk. But otherwise, it is just for that farming speed.
So it's just cheaper than the Battle Fury. Like it's like half as much as the Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of trying to. Ruba's taking down this tier 1.
Does now
Tiles
have
out
the Battle
here.
Fury, surprisingly.
Life break onto Jakiro. No, nice skewer backwards. Jakiro is okay. Nomad dropping pretty low. Fire moving forward. 1v4, and they finally take out Nomad. Too much damage over time. Red Seal had a lot of stacks though. And the ult should finish him off. No, it wasn't enough.
Right.
Red
Talus
Seal's.
goes
Oh,
down.
it wasn't enough. Red Seal's dead.
He went
Okay.
down to Talus. Yep.
That was big. But Talus died, and
Yeah, so that was a 1 for 2. So FOTP, I think, benefit from that, especially you're killing the Huskar again, which slows him down. Which
not a
is
huge,
what you
not a
wanna
huge
do.
commitment though. There's no arena use. There's oh gosh, Spirit of the Wall. It's gonna be a solo kill onto Kaiser by Goat
Just
Satan.
misses his eyes.
What can you do? What can you do? And
Throw
there's
down
that.
your macro.
Oh, arena
macro
drop
fires
down.
that you do.
Static Thing taking a lot of damage. Urk is kind of trapped, but what can they do to follow up? They cannot
Spear bot
spear.
back.
Totally whiffs.
They're not going to be They're not catching anybody.
All of a blink. Totally fine. Totally fine.
So buyback from Jakira wasted.
They're going again. They're going in. Nomad wants this. Life break forward onto Urk. Urk still has damage stolen, but it's not going to be enough. Fire not moving forward. Back into the cogs though. Oh no. But Urk is taking a lot of damage. Ice Path and Hook Shot. Perfectly placed. Nomad is just taking so much
Nomad
damage.
has no damage now.
Is it going to be enough? There were so many misses uphill. Urk is perfectly fine.
Fortified their structures.
Wow.
The great thing is both AM and Alk are farming on different sides of the map. AM has his Battle Fury, but now Alchemist is about 500 off his BKB.
That's
so-
gonna be big.
Yeah. The one other thing about Alchemist and or AM as a carry, any of these hard carries that farm a lot and farm efficiently, is you have to have your other two cores, at least one of your other two cores, being able to support you. You can't have Alk at the top, 3 or 4 people from the other team, and then your 2 cores, which is what is starting to happen here, especially because Razor can't farm. You can use your Q, but that doesn't even clear a wave.
Oh yeah.
So it's. I think Razor has a good chance of getting passed up by Snapfire and Network by the end of this game.
Oh, this would be so embarrassing. Oh gosh. At least he used to have the unstable concurrent thing. The unstable current. That would.
Yeah, when
bad.
his ult was the AoE, you could farm
Oh
with
gosh,
it.
spear
It was
perfectly
great.
placed by Goat Satan. Red Seal is just totally screwed and dead.
Jojo
And they're like,
does
we
get
want
out.
more. We want more. Jojo Elephant, are you gonna be okay? Blink
He
up
has
in
his
like 1
blink
second.
down.
Oh no! Pops the cogs, but no
Blink,
mana for a
blink,
spear by Goat
doesn't
Satan.
blink.
Nomad does life break forward. One misses come flying in, and down goes Jojo.
Jojo
Can they
had
find anyone
blink up.
else? Ice Path lands. Oh, Alchemist pops the BKB going in onto Nomad, but then backs
He
off for
lost
some
his
reason.
ult.
That was. I'm not sure what that was. What was that?
Radiant's
Yeah, he just popped his BKB, but his ult was up, so was about to be done. So he lost all of his damage. Razor was just coming in, so he couldn't use his ult to take armor away from anybody. So it was just not the best timing.
Well, here we go. Spear is not connected. It hits Urk, but doesn't connect to a tree. Aqua's here again with Chemical
up.
Rage. Nomad's trapped inside.
That's
Oh, RP onto Nomad by himself inside of Cogs. Fast Smack Crew goes out, but then he does go down.
Mars
1v4.
gets out.
Too much.
Wubba is split pushing bottom though, gets a tower out of this while everybody else is mid. This is
And continues to push.
how they should be playing it. With
Rat,
Mars
rat.
and Huskar plus 2 supports is an
Wooba,
easy.
carrier. Carrier, Wooba. Okay, good.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's
No hook shot up.
Ooh,
Just completely jukes him.
Ooh.
Don't know
He's
how.
like, yeah, of course I blinked that way, but did I?
Oh no.
Oh no, Arena. You take down Red Seal once again to a Spear Arena combo.
Same spot.
Fire
he
stuff
died
to be perfectly
a couple
placed.
minutes ago.
Urk is probably gonna go down. Oh, with the God's Rebuke. With the spear as well, Urk seems to be okay for the moment.
Soul Invictus right now is their positioning on the map is top tier. They know exactly how they should be playing with the lineup, which is playing 4 while AM is on the other side of the map, And FOTP right there. Red Seal just died in the same place he did like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, right there on the river.
So I think FOTP needs to recognize not the best place to fight, and they probably have vision there, which they do. The fact that they are able to jump us twice there should ding a bell for them.
Radiant's middle tower
AM and
needs some
Alchemist
help.
still just out farming anyone else at the top. Tim is going Abyssal Blade next, almost has the Basher. AM is almost done with the Manta.
Haste.
Cool. Oh, blink forward by Jojo with the cogs on to Goat Satan. Just for kicks, Arena does go down. There's 4 heroes around him though. He walks out, Mormus gets to follow in. But Pipe
Tried to
has
go on
been
Mars.
popped.
Wow. That was a
Everyone is
great
everywhere. Everyone's everywhere. Red Seal wants to RP someone. It's up, now it's up. RP's Nomad, now Mad goes down.
Solo RP for like the 4th RP in a row.
There we go. Totally worth it. And Alchemist
Mars
thingy
Blade's
wore off,
so
gets
hard.
self-stunned. Urk is pretty low, but not too bad. So they lost. Oh, Talus, what are you? Talus, what are you? Why are you? What? Okay.
Don't know why Talus
Space
is there.
created. Space
Everybody
created.
else is well out. AM's pushing bottom, I guess.
Might as well.
That is when you just say space created in comms and
Oh yeah.
laugh to yourself.
Okay, Wooba, don't get caught out. You should be fine,
Radiant's
but
bottom
just
tower is
play it
under
safe.
attack.
See if there's any other. Magnus almost is going blade mail first
blade
item.
Not much good's
A little
happening
bit
to
odd,
Radiant's bottom tower.
but something.
I don't like it. That's more of a offlane Magnus thing. You're not gonna. You're a mid Magnus. You're supposed to be a playmaker doing damage. Razor and Jakiro and Clockwork are there to create chaos.
Oh,
for one
Ghost
of the
Satan's
right purposes.
trapped in there, but Wooba's here too. Inside of the cause, Ghost Satan's actually perfectly fine.
Mars survives.
Oh no, perfect life break as Red Seal tries to screw her away, but now Nomad's trapped amongst 4 heroes. Wooba's actually participating. Possibly in a void, but is it going to be enough? Wooba blinks away. Down goes Nomad, but
Radiant's
will
top
take 2 in
tower
return.
has looked better.
Snap does have Spirit Vessel up now. Mars is going BKB and
Good.
Huskar is going BKB. They're both about the same distance away from BKB, so this is going to be a huge timing for Soul. I think with this, they can probably secure either Roche or potentially a
That'll
tier
be huge.
3. I think they could actually rush right now. You have Mars tank with Bulwark, and then Huskar just hitting it with burning spears. You have support sitting outside while AIM is pushing on the other side of the map.
I want to see some shards. Or Ags. I see 0 anything. No
Shakiro's
shards
not
or
going
Ags.
it, which is a mistake. I think Talus should actually go it on Shadow Demon after he finishes this 4-staff. Either Ags or Shard. Both are good, especially the Shard giving the constant dispel and heal on allies. You throw that on Huskar, he goes in, he's boom, even more tanky, harder to kill. You can't really stun him or lock him down at all.
Red
Red
Seal,
Seal
no.
gets caught out.
Gets caught out
Just
again.
jumped on an
Spear
arena.
wall combination. So much. And JoJo's just like in the back lines doing
Just
whatever.
back,
Cog
blinks
blinks
out
away.
of his own
Wooba's
cogs.
Wooba's hanging around. Gets Ice Path. Spear whiffs. Wooba's being really aggressive. Mana put on to Urk. Urk does go down to a God's Rebuke. JoJo also goes down. 2 some more numerous kisses. Wooba is just like, I am out here. We are
And-
doing this.
AM reflected the static link. He has 59 damage stolen right
Oh, is that what that was?
Wow.
It happened.
Yeah.
Fortified their
Yeah.
structures.
Nice work,
now.
Wooba.
Yeah, so at this point, they apparently didn't even need the BKBs to now start pushing high ground. They don't have the most tower damage. It's mostly just AM and the little shredder from
Radiant's bottom
Snapfire,
So Razor has buyback. That's
Where
it
did
at the moment.
Radiant's middle tower go?
but with no sort of opposition, they pretty easily take the tier 3.
Oh, Abyssal Blade forward onto Tim. I mean, onto Talus. Talus does go down.
Talus.
Nomad's hanging out, but we got a BK beat out. We've got A Basher Alk, Nomad, I'm not sure what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
Ice
we have
Path.
BKBs on the way.
Follow
2
through.
BKBs on couriers.
Sure.
But BKB on courier doesn't really help when you're dead on
Very
Nomad.
true. Very true. Well, and Hookshot was up, as was RP, so he was going down. He was going down.
Yeah. Cloak of Flames got by Soul Invictus, which is great on Mars. Probably
Fellowship
my
going
favorite.
for Roche. Fellowship going for
Or
Roche,
one of
but they
my
need to.
favorites.
They need to. Or else,
How cannot solo Roche? I don't. This is not
with help,
happening.
with help. Empower.
Empower. He has
Empower.
Empower up.
So OP. It's gonna
He
it's
empowered
gonna work,
himself
right?
Instead of Alk. A little odd.
Oh, Curry just flied right over it. That was hilarious.
They teamed it out, so they do realize.
Wooba's all by
they're
himself.
backing up now.
Abyssal Blade forward on the Wooba. RP to follow. Is there gonna be enough damage? Spear takes out Urk, but wow, they took down Wooba finally.
Just enough cooldown.
Well, now they can get Roche, right? There's more kisses to come in. It's a lot of damage. Nomad's here. Pops the BKB.
With 10-second
Nomad's
BKB.
good.
Radiant took down Roche.
Back
Tim
power
got
goes
the-
down.
Tim
Down
got the,
goes Red Seal. Tim gets the
Tim got
Aegis
the
though.
Aegis.
Hook shot in. Only lands on his ally. Nomad's getting crazy low. Fire Step Big lands
He has a
perfectly.
lot of
Takes out the
regen,
first
though.
Tim life. But Husk is dead. So now all their DPS is gone. Talos is trying to save people.
I mean, Tim does have his ult back up, so he can keep fighting. But Talus just expertly slides up the high ground with his Force Staff.
Very nicely played there. Could have been a
See
whole
what
lot
the
worse.
Fight recaps it. Yeah, it's about even. Soul Invictus coming out with a lot more net worth. It doesn't actually show the AM death, so that's probably why.
Oh yeah, because they, however they separate out
Tim-
the deaths.
Tim came out with the Aegis, lost it, but didn't die a second time, which is good. The problem is now, FOTP is 4K down with an Alchemist. At this point, you want to be, 4+K up.
Very true. Very true.
So
And we gotta have Alk start giving out those scepters. We need
yes,
Clock
but
with the
there's
scepter.
not,
We need Clock
there's
with the
not
scepter.
good
And
scepters. I mean,
other
you could give it to Clock, yes. You're not going to give one to Magnus. You could give one to Razor for the extra ult strike. But Razor's just
Yeah.
dying.
Magic Heroes isn't too
and-
exciting, and Urk gets jumped on top with life break. There's Yule spear to the wall. Poor Urk, you are just toast with a little shredder. Goat Satan gets the very last hit.
And like I predicted, Snapfire has now eclipsed both Magnus
Aww.
and Razor in net worth. At this point, it is Soul's game to throw. The fact that their lead isn't much bigger is just because there's an Alchemist on the other team. So I think as long as they don't start diving tier 4s,
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have
or
to take this abuse.
they just keep poking towers.
They do have to push
get-
though. They gotta get through all this anti-push.
They do have to push. At this point, I would like to see Mars
Radiant's top tower is under
or
attack.
Huskar get an AC. Huskar is getting a shard though, which we talked about before the game.
Goat Satan
really
got
kicked
shard.
off.
We got Amara's shard. That's not as
Mars-
exciting, but it's something.
Both Mars's Agnum's upgrades are great. The shard, obviously, you can pin 2 people. The Trail of Fire doesn't really matter. It's a nice little AOE damage.
The scepter is so good. It's like my favorite ever. Oh, okay.
It-
Abyssal forward onto. It gets safe forward by the disruption. BKB pop by Goat Satan.
BKB.
Arena hits on the 4. Down goes
people.
JoJo so quickly. Murmur's kisses flying in. They can't go anywhere. They're all stuck.
Urk's
Everyone
just
said RP
running
onto
into
2?
the wall.
With BKB onto 2 cores, but didn't really
Tim's
do very
dead.
much. Urk is so low.
Urk's
Fire Step
dead.
to follow actually wins.
And the other 2 are super low.
Wooba, one more hit, down goes the Jakiro. 3 into the buybacks. Oh,
the jump
Nomad
in
goes
from
in so
Nomad.
aggressively, but gets
He's
meteor
dead.
hammer. He's dead.
Radiant's middle
That was
tower
a
shouldn't have to
little
take this
far.
abuse.
A little bit far, a little far.
Radiant structures have been
Did they change? Did they change the range of? Because I know it used to be one of the talent skills of Huskar, increase the range of life break. I
Yeah,
don't
so
see
they
it.
took that away. The cast range is still the same, I believe, but you can't disjoint it. So like if you blink back, if you force staff back, Huskar's just gonna follow. And goes
Wilbur
down.
goes
mid.
down.
Bottom
Wow.
tower needs some help.
They're cleaning house. There's the arena. Go Satan's here, just walking out of there like it's. Oh wow, he just walked out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's the liquid
Talus
frost though.
should die here.
He
Talus
pops
should
BKB
walk
just to
down.
survive. That was
Talus
hilarious.
should just walk down. I mean, he could try a cute force staff play here, but JoJo's already on the low ground, and Red
He's
Seal's on the
still
other side.
alive. Okay.
He did make enough space though
No
for his
neutrals.
team.
No
The
neutral.
Radiant, the Radiant creeps do take bot tier 1.
Wait, so what were we saying about the life break? What do they change?
You just can't disjoint it. So Huskar will follow you throughout like almost all of the movement that you have, whether you're blinking or force staff or skewer.
But it's like a really short range now. Okay, spear to the wall. By the back by Red Seal, and a couple more hits and he's down. BKB popped by Nomad. It does say the Ag Scepter, it increases the cast range. Maybe they merged the cast range
Dire's
with
bottom
the
tower
Scepter.
is under attack.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Goat Satan just goes in. He's like excited. Mortimer's gets to follow. Spear does whiff, but Urk is taking some amount of damage. Beside Link is there.
Bottom tower is
Abyssal forward onto Snapfire. Snapfire is probably going to die. Cookies away, but does not cook away the right direction. Stuck in the Macropire, he goes down. Ice Path connects perfectly. They're all stunned. Nomad's taking a lot of damage. Wow, two of them are getting totally wrecked with disruption to follow a little bit.
Team is doing a lot
Nomad's
of
still
damage.
alive, but Nomad goes down. And
He
then
is going
Wooba's
easy.
here. Mana Void onto
Huge
Urk.
mana void.
Gets
That's a
totally
dieback
wrecked.
on Urk.
Tim is like really crazy low. Poor Tim, you're dead. Wooba goes forward, but looks like Jakira was able to TP out just in time.
That's a dieback on Clock and Razor.
Ooh.
And Alchemist doesn't have buyback because of gold. He is 850 gold
Ooh,
short.
that's quite a ways to go.
That he's not going to get that. So this is going to be at least 2 sets of racks.
So we've
I
got
believe.
Mag. Mag needs 50 gold for buyback. And
Where
Razor,
did Radiant's middle
no
tower
buyback on Razor. That's a bit
Are
scary.
those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Okay.
Okay, Red Seal gets to skewer backwards. Taos taking
But
some
not-
damage. Macropire to clear out the creep wave. That's something. Wooba's like, I don't care. I'm just chilling.
Just gonna
The
hit
whistle forward
the
onto
building.
Red Seal. Red Seal does not have RP anymore because of mana.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
There you go.
He's still 20 gold short of buyback. So he still has to wait a little bit longer before he can go.
He can't risk that.
Yeah.
He can't risk losing that.
Yeah.
Probably best to just leave
he-
the racks
yeah.
or just let him back off okay right now. There
Yeah,
we
so
go.
in 728, Huskar's level 20 talent got changed from the life break cast
Ooh.
range
Hook
to
shot
becoming life break cooldown.
Oh, okay, okay.
um,
Minus 3
and-
seconds.
The Ag Shard still does give it a bigger cast range, and it now gives a taunt to the target. It taunts the target, sort of like a axe call.
Yeah, that's the one they had before for the scepter. It was like it would do the taunt, which is kind of cool. But I never saw it really used in the pros, but it was kind of
Yeah.
cool as like a disable. But it was like the troll one. That never made sense to me. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, they have a smoke. They all go in onto AM. Wooba's just got 5-on-1.
Am's just completely alone here.
That was RP and Abyssal and everything. Hookshot RP Abyssal.
Yeah, so
What you gonna
yes,
do?
RP down, AM does have buyback. This is a little bit of an opening for FOTP,
Someone better
but
help
I
Dire's middle
doubt they
tower.
can really get anything other than a tier 2, maybe a tier 3. Bottom wave, double catapult, a bunch of creeps is pushing in.
They gotta
Hero
defend that.
TP back. Finally has the shard, just macropires the wave, which is what he should do.
Yeah.
FOTP
Is
are
Radiant
backing
going
up,
under
but
bottom barrel?
Nomad
But they're
does go
backing up.
in.
It's very scary. There's one of Rumor's Kisses. There's an arena. Jojo Elephant goes down. Has no BKB. Oh no,
Urk,
spear. Urk gets stuck. And Urk goes down. Oh no, and they go forward onto
Nomad's
Tim.
distracted him.
Tim. Disruption saved.
He-
Nice work onto
great
Nomad.
disruption
Nomad's still
from
alive
Tower.
somehow. Gets bashed, but
The
keeps getting
fourth
pushed
back
away.
out.
So much kiting. Spear doesn't quite connect onto Tim, but Red
And force
Seal's
staff
here.
back in. He doesn't
force
quite get
staffs.
the life break off.
Looking forward, and then it doesn't quite connect. Red Seal gets away.
Great use of skills and items there, though, especially from Talus. Saved Huskar there. Huskar being at super low health, it regens a ton, even in the 2.75 duration of disruption.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Enough just to get him back in, and he's able to start running back in at that point. They get the Stormcrafter, which is it's an interesting item. I don't know quite what to think about it. Mana regen is great. It does a little zap, 200 damage and 40% slow for 0.3 seconds. Every 3 seconds, you can cyclone yourself a little bit just to dodge stuff.
Give me an invulnerability thing.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know where it quite fits in. I don't know who it's great with.
Ghost Satan gets the spear. Kind of revealing they have vision on this. Oh, Nomad just goes right in like crazy, pops the BKB, gets RP, gets hookshot. He's totally alone once again, and bashed again. Sacrificed his life just because he felt like it.
Yeah, I mean, Soul Invictus are ahead. Wubba just walks past Jakiro there, going towards bottom.
Take out Bot Rax. You got this, Wubba. Or Wubba.
No, he's just gonna go cut the wave, I guess.
That's right.
Even though Soul Invictus are quite far ahead, I think if they just reined it in slightly, regroup, calm down, then I think they should have no trouble ending. But these solo pickoffs that I shouldn't happen are just delaying the game slightly. They're not getting FOTP any closer to being back in the game. But Roche is up now.
And they're going for it, but they're all like around here. Soul's right around. Can they figure it out in time?
I think they saw it because of their odds ward in the triangle on the left side.
They're not really making a move. Up, and there's the...
Yeah, Talus is now walking up to Shadow Poison, but it's way too late now.
Yep. Nice job, Jojo.
They got it.
Got it. Kisses flying in. Can they take out Red Seal?
Red Seal
nope.
needs
to away.
Cheese. No, he is fine. That's Mortimer Kisses down.
Oh, he already popped the cheese. Okay, well that works. And Wuba's taking Bot Rax, just because he can.
Yep, hopefully Wuba does not get caught out here. He doesn't.
RP is not up, but I don't think he knows that. Or else he
Yeah.
would have stayed longer.
Oh, Urk does Yule's dodge the spear, but is still trapped in the arena.
Oh no, they're all just getting stuck. BKB popped by Ghost Satan.
Don't think that was
And
super
goes down
necessary,
to
but
the final demonic purge tick.
it is a 5-second BKB at this point, so it's not super. It's not bad that you're just popping at every opportunity. It's only
Yeah,
a
might as
70-second cooldown.
There's Macropire, clear all the creeps out.
And then hopefully 4 of them push bottom while AM goes top or mid. Basically start splitting up
Everyone split push.
FOTP and pick them off. Mars almost does have AC, which is good because Alchemist had AC. So they'll balance each other out.
I want to see Scepter Mars. That's the coolest thing ever.
The little shield dudes are so fun.
They're legit. They just attack everything. Okay, Yule's onto Huskar, followed up by Ice Path and Skewer. But there's the arena. Nomad's getting totally wrecked. Pause BKB, but he's taking so much damage. But a force stab out might be enough. But there's a bash and meteor camera to follow. And down goes Nomad. Oh my goodness. Ghost Satan goes the spear out, but he's also going to die.
Again. He does BKB, but it doesn't matter because Basher on Alchemist. But here's
But at top,
pushing on the other side.
Wuba took out the tower. Wuba is... Okay, now he just left.
Wuba did also take out mid range Drax.
Nice, nice, nice.
It is a little odd.
Oh no, Urk went too far and had no mana left and got mana voided. That was unfortunate.
I think it is a little odd that Wuba isn't going for the range Drax when he's sort of split pushing here.
Wuba's got the minus 50-second mana void cooldown, which is super
Nomad
annoying.
is just distracting bot here. That is all he's doing, which I think is a great play. Cause
I will sacrifice myself.
Yeah, at least guarantees ranged Drax top, if not melee racks as well.
That was
With the
kind of weird because
illusions,
he just bought back. Was it Huskar? Did it die back? Oh, Wubo went in to finish off the last hit. Is he gonna be okay? He has no
He's gonna
mana.
get
Okay.
He
Still has no mana.
He reflected the Abyssal Blade
was
that
legit.
pushed him out of
Pro
cogs,
jukes.
and therefore he
Pro
was
jukes.
able to doesn't have any mana for this. He was able to then blink out.
JoJo's here. Wuba has enough mana to blink out again. Demonic Purge by Talus for the graceful exit. Hookshot's up in like 1 second. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Blind hookshot. Ah! I mean, it's not really worth it, but you might as well.
Yeah,
the hookshot does not work.
That was a dieback on Huskar.
Just so he could get top racks. That's what it was for.
Yeah. I don't think he bought back there. I think he bought
Oh,
back
no.
a little bit earlier.
And Wubba just solos Kaiser because it's AM versus a mage. I mean, you can't really
Yeah.
do much.
Are there any other items that FOTP can get to hold them off? A Lotus Orb on Clock, which is nice.
Pretty good.
Magnus just has a BKB at this point going. He has a Perseverance, probably going maybe a Lincoln Sphere. But it's sort of all in this alp to do damage.
Shadow Demon
Red
has the
Seal.
shard and the scepter now for the charges
Nice.
and the ally stuff.
Demonic
That's good.
Purge is so good now. He has 3 charges, so he can use 1 on Huskar and 2 on the enemy. I would do 1 on Alchemist, maybe also 1 on Magnus, or just 2 on allies.
Does it purge Spirit Vessel?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, well then that's just legit.
Yeah, it does. It is a constant dispel on allies, constant purge on enemies. It is very good. But yeah, so I don't think there's nothing that I'm seeing that FOTP can get to sort of
I'm
change
fine
the
with waiting
game,
all, but let's
to turn it
go.
around. There's not something. I think the Abyssal Blade is great, and he now has 1 Ag Scepter. Alk does, so we'll see who he gives that to. He needs to give it to somebody now because Soul Invictus are going to start pushing.
So who would benefit from the most? So definitely not Mag.
I think it's going to be Razor.
I think Razor, not a Clock.
Or Clock. Clock would be all right as well because it's still that refresh on all of his abilities, the overclock.
Okay,
But
who gave it to?
Nomad decides to not join
Oh.
his team and just farm some jungle.
He gave it to Kaiser. Gave it to Jakiro for the longer Macropyre.
Macropyre and pure damage.
Okay, that works.
Or not pure damage, it
more
increases
damage,
duration,
yeah.
makes it longer.
Oh, AM Illusion's doing so much damage. They took out a whole rack by themselves. Bubba's Illusions. That's the. Oh yeah, that's the Disruption Illusions plus Manto.
AM is getting
And
shard
Illusion's
now.
Cape.
I don't know why he's getting shard. I think that's a waste of 1,400 gold. I mean, they're winning. So
Oh
they
no,
can do
JoJo just went in.
all the
Got
same
speared to the.
thing.
Both of them got speared to the wall. They were trying for the RP. Macropyre dropped
RP
down,
on
but
just
BKBs are
AM.
popped.
What
Wormers
gets
gets
the
flying
shot?
in. Everyone's getting wrecked. Meteor Hammer falls down, but there goes JoJo. Skewer out by the Magnus. Push forward step forward by
Nomad's
Nomad
just
out of
getting
everything.
stuck on the back line.
This is chaos. Down goes Talus finally on the soul side. Light breaks forward onto Urk. Urk is
Nomad
kind of
still
like
has no
whatever.
damage.
Fire Snap Cookie. Nice skewer back on the KJP by Red Seal. Can they finish off the Snap Fire? It does not appear
It's
so.
just the Alk and Magnus left, and with Alk dying back there, it's game.
Oh no. And then Cookie to follow up, and Red Seal does end up going down. Red
Just
Seal
tie
does
back.
buy back. Let's hope for a fun skewer backwards. Skewer. Oh no, but it's short skewer.
Not far enough.
But he got
And
the
then-
plus. He got the plus range, but he must not have clicked far enough back.
Yep,
That's a bummer.
that's a bummer.
Well, that seems to be about it. And then the arena in there so
Yeah,
that
they're
the
just
tower does
driving.
nothing. I mean, the fountain does squat.
And the arena blocking all outside projectiles meant they took 0 damage while sitting in there.
So OP. Oh, he's still gonna
That
die.
is GG
Just cut.
for the 2-0 result.
There we go. Congrats to Soul for winning game number 2. Getting a clean sweep 2-0 in this in this 2-game series. And that brings them to number 1 position in the rankings overall.
Yep, 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1. But of course, yeah, TBD and Grand Reavers are still tied for number 2, I think.
Yep.
Unless someone else won 2 games as well.
PSGS also 2-0'd, so they're now 6-1 or 6-2 as well.
The WSS?
Yeah, I think that's who they play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whoever. Oh no, that's the wrong week. Whoever they played, they played Sabres. They 2-0'd Sabres, so it'll be either Soul Invictus against TBD or Grand Reavers next week.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, very, very good game. I think Soul Invictus just had probably, I want to guess, better communications because they took more advantage over the mistakes that FOTP made. And especially in the second game, FOTP didn't make the movements that were needed to shut Nomad down, and he just sort of snowballed out of control, letting Wubba just free farm on the other side of the map.
Definitely firmly in control of almost the entire game. Yep. Cool. Well, thank everyone for watching. Thank you, Fred, for co-casting with me. Yes. You're always welcome to do that whenever you're for the replays, whenever you're not playing.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you very much for inviting me.
Yep. And thanks, Talus, and I'm guessing the other person is someone. Nomad. Assuming that person's Nomad. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, well thanks everyone. I'm sure I'll be back next week for more games.